the red-walled soft in the front pack. There are a few further back, Bortoletto, Alonso, Sainz and Stroll. But at the main rivals, Ferrari have gone soft for the start. It's the difference that they had at the start of qualifying yesterday. So everyone else has a new medium. That is what we're riding on board with Lando Norris, new shiny set of mediums. But Leclerc, a scrub soft. Hamilton, a new soft.
What is up? TikTok, yo, what's happening? What's happening? What's happening? How are you guys? Where's everyone at?
Yeah, in many ways,
what's popping? Max is in, locked in. Let's go. Come on now. We're dialed.
But for Charles on the dusty
We're on and going.
well, we know the Ferrari started the
Good morning.
season as fast starters. They've been caught up.
It's bright and early, my guys, and I'm tired. I'm not even gonna lie, but let's get it.
The sort of double-digit laps of this Grand Prix.
Let's get an update on how the strategy is looking in the company of Ruth Busker.
Let's see here. We're live.
Right now is
Hungarian Grand Prix.
On the Ferrari. They are now thinking
top five. Damn, already.
Top
five. My top five is going to be.
Knowing that changes the way they approach it. They've got to get it right by lap 12. Whether or not when the Ferrari comes into this pit lane,
top five is going to be
covering it, going into a two-stop, or whether they're going to choose to extend
Lando Norris,
to lap 30
and number
to make a
one.
one-stop
We'll probably
work
keep this
on that
lead.
medium. And they don't have long to make it work.
Charles Leclerc somewhere.
It's not going to be the soft
and I'm going to say also.
As Fred said,
I'll give it to.
You have to do the strategy that you think
Max Verstappen, Lewis Hamilton, Oscar Piastri. That's my top five. Ferrari on softs, let's go. Come on, Ferrari on softs, let's get it.
With anticipation
What's happening?
The final burnouts.
Good to see you all here.
The track temperature
it's
is
early as
52 degrees Celsius, 125
6 a.m.
Fahrenheit.
Brother,
air temperature
what are we talking about here?
30 degrees out there. Lewis
it's
Hamilton
early.
Has had
Leclerc
great
P1, Norris
form.
P2, Max
Like
P3,
the faster
Lewis P4.
Ferrari.
I like that.
Speaking
I like
to
that.
DC,
I'll take it.
Down in Park Ferme after qualifying.
We'll see
he
what happens,
knew
right?
what was coming his way. A three-place
I just know that it's early and I'm tired. That's all I do. It's way too
ahead
early.
of him then to minimize the damage by getting a good start.
These early races, I need some. But hey, we got Malaysia back on the circuit. I got my coffee. Let's get weird.
Tell you that. Trigger a huge accident in 2021. It can
Right?
happen around here. So Perez has gone to the pits. Bottas is the last car.
Who's your guys' top five? Who do you guys want to see?
The last time before the summer break. It is time to go racing.
Curious.
Green flag at the back.
Oh, here we go. Green flag.
Look to the lights. Ahead
Oh crap! Here we go.
The Hungarian Grand Prix. The sound of the revs rising. 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights in Budapest. And the Hungarian
Everyone's got a good start.
Is underway.
Everyone's got a good start.
Start for George Russell. He's fading back. Out front, McLaren versus McLaren. Lando Norris versus
wow,
Oscar Piastri.
bro. Lewis, come on.
But it's Max Verstappen to P3.
Dang, bro, what a start. Come on, Lewis, get up there. Come on, Lewis.
And they go side by side.
Look at these boys push. Yo. Lewis Hamilton, brother. Oscar Piastri, Max Verstappen. Lando Norris, we're cooking. Come on, boys. Come on. That was fire.
Australian driver who leads. And there was some contact there between Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen once again.
This is going to be a sick battle between
I
mean, when I say sick, I mean scary.
He knows he's racing his teammate.
Dang, Lewis pushed ahead of Charles already. We're locked. Russell's out. Russell's out. Oh shit, he's in 20th. Anti-stall. Oh my god.
Yeah, we highlighted it was always going to be the risk, the fact he was on the scrub tire. For Hamilton, he's proved its worth with those fresh tires. And it's just a little wheel-to-wheel contact with Verstappen. But feisty, racy stuff from Lewis.
He's just in 20th. I don't know if he's actually locked out. He's just in 20th. Let's see. Let's see what happens here.
I told you Russell got poorly off the
that was
line.
crazy.
He's down 14.
Wasn't expecting that.
14 places down to 20th position. Over the line goes Piastri. Then it is Norris.
Let's see here.
Then it is Verstappen, Hamilton, Leclerc, Antonelli.
Yo.
And will we see
Twitch, what up?
Hadjar? Not this
Marco.
time. Will we see a move
What's a Ferrari? Let's get it.
Potentially on traction with those soft tires.
Let's get it. Let's get it. I gotta change a couple of my chats. Hold on a second, guys. Sorry. I gotta see what's going on here. I got too many things happening.
Around the outside. Hamilton soaring away at the
TikTok
back.
messes up my entire chat.
Verstappen, these two have collided at this circuit in the past a couple of years ago. And it's Piastri with the jump up 2 places. Then it's Norris. Russell third in the points.
At a bar to watch the party. Let's go. Marco, you're dialed in every single day.
Up to 18th.
Piastri in P1. Yeah, Piastri's in P1. Lando Norris is in second. Max Verstappen third. Lewis Hamilton fourth. This drone POV is pretty sick, no?
Yeah, if anyone
I like that.
Summer break to
I like
come
that.
Right now,
I'll
George
take
Russell,
that.
even in that Mercedes, it's going to be difficult to bring himself back into meaningful points.
It's early here.
Meanwhile,
I just woke up like literally 30 minutes ago. We're locked in now, so let's get it.
He's got to try and make hay
TikTok,
early on in these
Twitch, let's get it.
He's up against one of the hardest of racers and hardest of defenders.
It is like 2025 again. It's crazy.
Very wide, taking the advantage.
I'm here for it though.
First turn, and now he's up into third place in a car that hasn't had the.
What happened to George? I don't know. He just, I think he anti-stalled. He anti-stalled on the beginning and dropped all the way down to 20th. Just, yeah, literally just his luck. That's what it seems like.
And then was just
it's just his luck, man. He's just not in the best position all the time. It's crazy to see.
Too close again. You got to get brave on the brakes. It's bumpy there.
Yeah, I think it was the anti-stall though. Crazy that Piastri's in first. What, brother? Lewis has got the fastest lap. Lewis and Verstappen are already battling, which is kind of scary. The softs are good from Ferrari. His luck this year has been insane. Yeah, I agree. It's crazy to see how George Russell has just been kind of getting dealt a pretty bad deck of cards. Like he just, yeah, it's just not the vibes for George. Delulu for Lulu. The only Lulu in Hungary.
So it's another
Let's get
consideration. Hamilton could really do with clearing.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
With the McLarens, the field is spread out. It feel like it will once everyone settles into a little bit more of a rhythm, and the Ferrari's got more pace than the Red Bull. We've seen that all weekend long, and we're seeing that in the first couple of laps too.
So Hamilton now has these corners.
Try
and keep the softs within the temperature window, but close up to try and make a move in turn one. Everything is now leading to turn one. This is the penultimate corner of the race. Can the first of the red Ferraris close up on the Red Bull?
And it's delayed because of the latency. That's
all
all.
Weekend, and that is why Lewis gets the opportunity to close up as they come across the line.
You know? I think it's just, I think you're just ahead of me a few seconds, and that's why you're so much, that's why the latency is picking up, because I'm on lap 4, just like everyone else is, and I have the stream of everything else. 67 laps left.
Across the course of this weekend,
no way it's 40 seconds, it's just the aspect of what's going on there.
And just watching for George Russell's progress further back, he's in 17th.
It's all good.
Right now, Fernando Alonso.
We'll make it work, bro.
Dated Aston Martin is in
15th
position, and Russell has just cleared.
He had an anti-stall, Sadie. Came out anti-stall. I don't know what happened to him, but anti-stalled in the beginning. Completely not his luck. And yeah, not the best situation for George, as we all know. He's been getting dealt a pretty bad deck of cards recently.
For his first point today, Lawson undoing the damage of a slightly
So yeah, George Russell is your top 5 is Oscar Piastri, Lando Norris, Max Verstappen, Lewis Hamilton, and Charles Leclerc. Top 10 is Kimi Antonelli, Isaac Hadjar, Liam Lawson, Arvid Lindblad, and Nico Hulkenberg.
Lewis Hamilton and Charles Leclerc winning.
But yeah, for those asking, George Russell had an anti-stall, so he dropped all the way to the back. Don't know why, but yeah, he's in 16th now. He was in 20th a little bit ago.
To be in a position where he hasn't been for very long. He's got 4 laps in the lead here. A driver that's not
Charles,
won a Grand Prix
he got beat out by
Dutch
Lewis.
Grand Prix
Yeah, Charles got beat out by Lewis, basically. He just got kind of outcooked in the first couple corners. I think Lewis, this is Lewis's track. He's got more pace at the end of the day. Lewis is that guy at this track. I mean, he's won this track the most out of anyone else on the Grand Prix, so kind of makes sense. Yo, Malachi, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. Yo, if you can, anyone, everyone. My name's Kevin. We're doing F1 live. We're at the Hungarian Grand Prix. It's a watch-along party. I would love if everyone in the chat, if you don't already, if you could follow me. It'd be great. Follow me on TikTok. Follow me on all my socials. I have them right here. Let's have some fun.
Already having to swerve around, trying to keep Verstappen at bay, who started from 4th and the dirty side of the grid. The Ferraris get very close there. Hamilton's around the outside, and it allows Verstappen to sneak up the inside. as the red cars are racing each other. So right now you've got Norris in the lead of the race still, but he doesn't decelerate in towards turn 2. Piastri does a lovely dump. He goes to the outside, has
George Russell got dealt with bad cars. He's had a terrible weekend. Good morning, Rachel. What's happening? What's happening? Good morning, everyone.
And then just a load of hope that you don't get clattered from those.
I'll tell you one thing, I'm tired, but we're here.
Leclerc and Co. on that inside line were combating.
But I'm still tired.
No real braking reference as you run into that first corner, and then you see this undercut here from Oscar. His own little kick of oversteer, but he'll be like,
dialed in.
Thank you very much for taking that dummy.
Yeah, it's just he was sitting on the racing line.
It's crazy.
From there,
these early races, man.
You've got the grip.
They're kicking my butt. I'm not gonna lie.
Struggle to slow the car.
We've been making it work though.
Contact.
You saw that in real time, DC. Your eyes are working perfectly.
Yeah, I've got my glasses on, but yeah, that was.
Where's everyone from, by the way?
Contact if you're going to have it, isn't it, Julie?
Where are you guys all watching from? What a race start!
Yeah,
the race starts are rough for y'all on the West Coast. Yeah, it's getting tough over here. These 6 a.m. race starts are really kicking my ass. I'm not gonna lie. It's really kind of brutal, but you know, we're here though. That's all that matters, that we made it, right?
Continue racing in 3rd and 4th. So Russell's anti-stall. What can cause that? Now, a number of different things can. Your simple driving inputs can. If you've got not enough revs on, you're going to bog down as soon as you release the clutch. If you release the clutch too far, you're going to bog down when you do that as well.
It's 8 a.m. for me in Illinois. Oh no, awesome.
Awesome, Sadie.
Well, I love that for you. Hey, Emma, thanks for the follow. I appreciate you. Thank you.
We've seen.
Also, again, don't think failed for sure.
It's 6 a.m. here. 6-7. You know?
So
it's early. So that means I had to get up at 5:30 roughly to lock in for this. Do we think our top 3 is Piastri, Norris, and Verstappen? Do we think that 8 a.m. in Texas,
throwing in the
not
towel,
bad.
But look how wide he
Do we
is
think
on the entry
Lewis
to the apex
makes
there,
up for this
as we watch this battle unfold,
this pace and passes Max Verstappen here?
You're going to have to explain to me what innocuous means. I'm sorry.
Maybe not.
Every day is a school day with you. So
who's everyone's top 3? How about that?
Little doing, little meaning.
Loving this George Russell downfall.
Nothing doing there for.
Yeah. You know what? I think it's humbling for George Russell. I don't know if I love it. I feel bad for the guy. He has been dealt a pretty bad deck of cards, but it is very humbling.
We're learning as we go.
Yo, how's this drum POV? This is sick, though.
Noted by Sergio Perez, race controller.
This drum POV is pretty. I mean, they're definitely putting in there one more. Lewis, come on, pass this guy.
Crucial moment for the Grand Prix. McLaren.
Franco, who's your guy? Who do you like? Who do you like the most? Lewis should pass Max with the cars they have. I agree.
For Lando Norris.
I agree. He should just go and get past
They know that Mercedes
George is eating his words from Australia. 100% he is. 100% I think that George is Charles. Yeah, Charles is. I like Charles too. I do think that Charles irritates me sometimes just because he's very.
With a bit of clear air at the moment.
He has been at Ferrari for such a long time. I struggle with him and his development of the car. Now that Lewis is there, he's being pushed to be better. But nonetheless, though, I do like Charles there a lot. I'm a Lewis kind of no matter how you want to look at it. That's just the fact of the matter. But yeah, I hear you.
They've got a lot of history around this place, and right now they are starting to eke away from Max Verstappen, who's really struggling.
Charles low-key chokes.
He is using a lot of the road compared to Lewis Hamilton. George Russell.
I feel you. Russell. Listen, I'll say this about JR. Sorry, GR. To me, GR is a bit of a crybaby because what has happened for GR is that he's ran his mouth too much, right? And he's a little too smug, a little too like, oh, this and this. He's obviously has his ideas and his opinions about how he's supposed to do things and how things are supposed to be, and that's fine, I get that. But like, he just needs to kind of be a little bit more humble. He has said, like, if I had been in F1 a few years earlier, I would have already had a title. Brother, you're here now with the fastest car. Well, what we thought was the fastest car. Step it up. Come on, step it up.
I'm throwing this to you now from memories of 20 years ago. DC, you were in the race.
I get your point.
Yeah, but DC's going to have a hard time.
The GR tears are real. And his downfall, I think it's kind of karma, you know?
I think it's Alonso and Schumacher 20 years ago on the day that Jenson Button got his first Grand Prix victory at turn 5, as you say.
Yeah, anyway, good to start the reference without remembering exactly what was going on there. But Yeah, difficult to pass in the middle sector now.
You're my guy, Ayo Anderson. What's poppin'?
So well off the
How are you, sir? Good morning. Good morning from good old Texas.
Through the weekend, and it hasn't hurt him too much.
Texas, brother.
It does feel that Lewis is just
how's everything? I hope you're well.
To find out what's the best way to hold his energy, deploy the energy.
I might have
He's
to
not
stand
under
up here in
pressure
a sec,
from his teammate right now.
Sitting down is getting to me.
So he can really store a bit more and then put it all into a pass down into turn one would feel like the most opportune.
Hey, we're here. That's all that matters.
I'm not saying that George Russell
That's all that matters.
being challenged by
is that you're here. You get better every single day. Come on now. I'm here for the latte art.
It's going to get harder
I see you're in LA. You ever come to the OC? That's where I'm at.
Well,
oh, hey, Franco, where in OC are you? My girlfriend lives in Newport, so I'm always down there. I actually might be down there later today, actually.
Swiftly as well. He's already dispatched one out.
Where are you in OC?
Getting closer to the top 10. Meanwhile, Kimi Antonelli making inroads.
Thanks for the follow.
Well,
I appreciate it. I
really
appreciate that. Oh, word. That's what's up. Yeah, that's not very far from my girl at all. Oh, my girlfriend's mom lives down there. But yeah, that's dope. Yeah, we'll have to link sometime.
I
might come down there later today, honestly. Just go to the beach.
What's really interesting, especially at the end of the lap, is just how much wider and longer that Verstappen is having to drive the corners. It's
are you from OC originally?
A longer lap.
Is that like is that home base for you?
Is able to hook up to all the apexes in the classic sense.
So he's talking about.
So yeah, if you're just joining,
issues.
we got ourselves a little. Oh, what happened to Russell? Man,
much faster.
Russell anti-stalled in the beginning. You know, that Mercedes engine
orders from a 1-2 at the lead
and them launching, he anti-stalled. I don't know why it happened, but he anti-stalled in the beginning. So yeah, that's where he's at.
The Hungaroring and Piastri and Norris as their drivers.
That's all there is. He just dropped down to 20th, and now he's crawling his way back up. He's in 12th now, but yeah, off the start, didn't do very well, and he's had problems all weekend from what it looks like, and so one of those things. That's what's up. You've been there all your life. I love that. That's dope.
Continues to find himself in that P3 position.
Yeah, I'll have to. I love Orange County. I mean, I love parts of Orange County. I like Irvine. I like Newport. I like
Lando Norris
Huntington is okay. It's not my favorite place on the map in OC, but
goes over the pit entry.
I like Orange County for what it is.
In there from the top 5 is going to cause a chain reaction.
It's such a. Well, let's hear from Oscar.
How's the tyre? Currently, we are thinking plan A, target lap.
Man, Oscar Piastri. Do we think that Oscar Piastri wins this with the way he's going right now?
Well, he's comfortable out front.
That'd be a big. Oscar's had a crazy season. McLaren, it's crazy to see McLaren at 1-2. Right? First and second is huge for McLaren. I wasn't expecting this. This was not on my bingo card for this season.
If they could overtake Max, because he's running very much in the dirty air. And just not able to.
I need my boy Lewis to go ahead and
catch Verstappen by surprise.
They've just drifted another second off the back of Norris, and Norris is a second away from Piastri out front as well. It's not hurting him too badly at the moment, but if he could clear Verstappen, he would bring this race to life, Hamilton.
Please do something that he shifts, and don't tell me it's me shifting later.
Understood.
Yeah. There has clearly been some discussion over the gear shifts and some suggestion.
Camera got all messed up there.
Max has to be on the earlier side, so yeah,
McLaren upgrades.
Spatial awareness, hasn't he, to fight his own battle, watch his murders.
Would be a bigger factor. Bye, boys. Yeah, I thought so too.
So Hamilton code to his team. Let's do something here. We're on soft
I watch everything. I watch all sports. I'm a big F1. I'm a sports person. LeBron, the 76ers. I have the World Cup on the other week, bro. I watch a little bit.
He's proving currently it's not easy to overtake on. So
I watch all
closer down towards turn 1, but not able to make a move. The only man that is George Russell. We might see another one coming up in the next
corner or so. Mad.
Up behind Pierre Gasly. That move from Piastri at the start
is
so decisive because it's teammate on teammate.
Are we talking Premier League or are we talking the World Cup?
It's going to be difficult for Norris to do anything. Piastri now should get strategy preferences to lead McLaren. Russell is going to side on the inside of Gasly.
Well, I do it for you guys. I do it for the love of the game.
Sitting in the dirty
That's why I do it.
That goes through his tyres more as well. Piastri's comfortable out front. That move was absolutely critical for Oscar now to command this race.
George Russell making his way up to 11th position now.
So, to be fair, Crispy, I don't watch a lot of Premier League. I don't have a team, right? I'll be honest with you. I don't have a team. I mean, I like PSG for specific reasons, but I don't have like a proper team that I support. Let's just put it to you that way. And I think for me, who should I be following? I wouldn't mind getting a bit more into it, to be honest with you. So, who should I be looking after? And bruh, I get it. You got 10 and 50 for you. It's all good. So I'm on that West Coast time. West Coast is the best coast. You know what I mean? So we'll take it. But yeah, it's fucking early though, man. Not the best. Not too happy about it. But we're here though. We're having fun with it. It's all good.
Flinch first.
Lewis is an Arsenal fan. If you need a reason. Oh shit. Okay. Arsenal it is then. Maybe I need to dial in with the Arsenal boys, huh?
What it feels like our front
we'll go from there.
are armed with the experience of winning.
We'll see what happens.
Looks like
I'm on the Canadian East Coast clock. East Coast is legit. I will tell you that much. The East Coast is definitely a vibe for all the reasons that time zone
huge moment at turn
definitely helps. Being 3 hours ahead is great. Yo, Franco, thanks for the follow. I appreciate you, big dog.
Hang on to that. Really.
Yeah, it's
Williams all weekend. James Vowles
it's tough on the West Coast, but we have the best beaches. We have the best weather. Not the best beaches. We have the best weather all year long for that reason, which makes our beaches fun in that sense. So can't be mad at that.
Go to the pit wall. Ruth Busker, our strategist.
We're in Canada
already.
What would
you do if you were Ferrari in this situation?
Yeah, I know. Not the best beaches. I just think we have the best weather. Let's put it that way.
Have a choice. They're going to go for the two-stop window.
We have the best
right
weather
now, Hamilton is
all
trying
year
to get
long.
the gap to Lindblad to box in. At that point, everyone needs to react. Max, I think, is leading towards the two-stop strategy, but the McLarens right now look like they could achieve a one-stop. They've got to get to lap 30 to do it.
Yeah, I agree.
Lewis Hamilton comes into the pits. He can
Lewis is pitting.
Longer.
Yo, what?
Behind the Red Bull, and he will go on to
tire deck already. Newfoundland.
For this move.
I'll be honest. I don't know where Newfoundland is. So in Canada, I've been to Banff, Canada. I've been to Vancouver. I've been to Toronto. I grew up skiing, so I've been all over the place. But as far as I don't know where that is. Where on the map are we talking about, bro?
Something tight, but Hamilton has to clear these cars.
So the question is, does Verstappen now pit and cover off Hamilton, or is Hamilton going to be stuck here behind a slower racing Bulls car that Verstappen can just continue a little bit longer to avoid being stuck in this traffic jam himself?
Yeah, it's difficult to imagine Hamilton, with that much faster Ferrari and fresher tyres, won't be able to find his way past.
Yeah, so anyway.
Lindblad in the Racing Bulls.
It's where you
Marco, who's your top three? Who do you got? Chat, who's your guys' top three? Who you guys want to see?
And he gets the move done at turn number 5.
Sick.
Doing it old school, using the fresh rubber, and crucially not being restricted to a car who finds himself now in 9th position. Hamilton knows
Lewis, Chuck, Max, still same as yesterday. Okay, I like that. I'll take that.
They are reacting. It almost felt like
Max
Lindblad
Verstappen's
was
coming
part
in
of
for
the
pit.
sister team of Ferrari there.
Charles has been to 3rd.
Outside.
I like that. I like that, Marco. I'll take that. TikTok, who do you guys got for top 3? Who's your guys' top 3? I'd love to know.
This is huge for Lewis Hamilton's chances of contending for victory and putting pressure on McLaren.
What you guys are thinking as far as your guys' top 3?
Fast lane. Wait for the Ferrari now to appear in your picture. There is Lewis Hamilton.
I'm going to say Lewis Hamilton.
On the left-hand side in the Navy Red
Does he come out before
the
Lewis? Damn
really.
Get there. Come on. Yes, bro. We got in front of him. Thank God. Thank God we got in front of him.
Lindblad, where he did at turn 5. That was Hamilton's best middle sector of the race.
Thank God we got there, bro. That was great.
On the outside line there at turn 5.
I'll take that.
Great move from Hamilton. Instinctive stuff. Determined, and it's really paid off.
Yeah, Verstappen pitted.
Verstappen
pitted. Lewis came out in front of him.
9, 10, and 11 before he got a chance to use the traction of those fresh tires.
They're covering. I don't know.
At 5,
this is going to be an interesting strategy. There's 56 laps left. We're 15 laps in out of 70. It's going to be interesting.
It was a brilliant move, as you mentioned.
I'm sure, but I wouldn't mind a Piastri win. Not gonna lie. I mean, he's had a rough season. Who's retiring?
About smoke in the cockpit. You can see the fire on that front left brake. So hopefully he can make it to the marshals to get that.
Yeah, Caddy's on fire.
Piastri's been told to pit. Oh, he doesn't. He stays out. That's a good job because Bottas is going to be a.
Oh wow, Bottas is retiring. His front
in the pit lane. He's
brake is on fire. These dudes, it feels like their brakes are constantly on fire.
Important there that Piastri didn't pit because I think he would have lost. Crucial time there, following Bottas in.
Brutal, man. Cadillac's been struggling all season, but yeah, they've been
recover the car.
Failure.
Wow.
He's got
brake failure,
brakes.
yeah.
If you're running it down
the wall,
that's
brutal,
turning in, that's because he knows he's had a brake failure and, well, did very well to get it offline.
This battle between... Bro! What are we talking about? Max Verstappen? Wow, dude. What are you talking about, dude? What pass from Max? That was insane. Insane. What? What? That was crazy.
While we were watching the Cadillac, he's obviously
Max is him. I don't know, man. That was a little. I mean, yeah, I give it to him. That was insane. That was a crazy pass. I think Lewis has got PTSD from that pass because Max just. Let's be honest, it was a bit of a dive bomb to do a double pass like that. But yeah, that was crazy though.
It happened a few years ago when they had contact down there at the first
That was crazy.
Verstappen will take a risk. He is playing for nothing this year at Red Bull. There's no
I can't believe he just did that.
Whereas Hamilton is, and I think Lewis there just could have defended a little bit more, could have deterred that attack. But it was
pretty scary. But hats off to him.
This time, battles with Hamilton and Verstappen.
Let's see.
Only come in box
New race leader is Lando Norris, everyone. Lando Norris, Oscar Piastri's in the pit.
Yeah, look, we just said
Kimi Antonelli's in second, by the way. He's still got a pit. Isaac Hadjar's in third. Oscar Piastri's in fourth. Max Verstappen's in fifth. Lewis Hamilton's in sixth. Liam Lawson seventh. Charles Leclerc in eighth. Arvid Lindblad ninth. And George Russell is in top 10. He's number 10.
Well, that was quite special.
Crazy.
I want to complain, but happens again, moving on the braking. I mean, it's nice action, but it's not right.
I look forward to seeing the full replay on that so we can...
Max is complaining, but saying moving on the braking. I don't know who was moving on the braking.
Because he's not expecting
is he talking about Lewis?
Verstappen makes the move, there'll be nothing more doing of it. But, yeah, it was a late reaction. Lewis will be kicking himself that he's not seen that coming earlier. Maybe the fact the Racing Bull's car was in between has actually shielded Verstappen from view, and therefore he has just seen him
passes Charles,
with
would be
the
great.
perfect blind side from the Racing Bulls there. But
it would be great if Arvid can pass Charles, right?
All of that work in the first stint. The move on Lindblad, the undercut.
Because so here's my hot take about Charles. Charles Leclerc. I like Charles. I do. I'm not gonna lie to you. But Charles has kind of bummed me out in the recent, since Silverstone. He's kind of acted like he has made such a drastic change in his driving style, when in theory, I believe, this is my opinion, so I'll die on this hill, I believe he's just doing what Lewis has been doing, which has been taking development to the car. So it's fascinating to see how he's like kind of making it seem like he's done this whole thing, but now he's behind Lewis. Lewis kind of out-qualified him all weekend. I think Charles has got lucky. That's my hot take.
Great work from the McLaren crew, because there was not a big
margin. The sugar-free Red Bulls are fun as hell. I like that, Rachel. The sugar-free Red Bull boys. That's what I'm going to start calling them, the sugar-free Red Bull team.
18 laps old, that set, and he is backing this whole back up. And if
I like that. That's good.
Once, he's doing it to defend this time.
No one overtakes into 6 and 7. Lewis Hamilton trying to.
Yeah, we got kind of a sick little battle right here.
And we have an
amazing top 5 or top 5 is Kimi Antonelli, Isaac Hadjar, who both got a pit. Still, Piastri, Norris, Verstappen, Hamilton, and Leclerc. It's a sick little like battle right here. We got ourselves a little race, you guys. I'm digging it. We got 52 laps left.
I can see the Red Bull mechanics.
And we're just locking in, so if you're just joining, lock in with us. It's going to be some fun.
We're 18, 19 laps into this Grand Prix, and it's like, give me the highlights, give me all of these overtakes, and there's an easy deployment of power. Hadjar unable to do anything. This has been absolutely brilliant.
One of the best Grand Prix of the year and a crucial move made by one McLaren. Here's the second one. Lando Norris has got
so they're just going to pass. They're just all just going to pass this dude. What's the jar doing? Is he playing? Is he playing?
McLaren through, and that is park it up and allow Verstappen to go by.
That's what he's doing. He's blocking for Verstappen. That makes sense.
Yeah,
he's just like holding everyone up.
Can he do the same on Hadjar? I imagine this one will be a little bit tougher.
Get around there, Lewis.
And around the outside we go. That would have broken Hadjar's heart for a second. That's his racing hero.
I saw, Brandon. I knew he was going to, but I was like, what's going on here?
You've got to play the tactics, and what an asset.
You know who was really good at doing that? He was definitely trying. Who's good at doing that? Who was the greatest at doing that? I think was Checo Perez, the Prime Minister of Defense, when he was at. Yep, exactly.
He'll feel that one.
Checo was the guy.
His job there was to hold Hamilton
he
back.
really was
So
the guy.
once again,
He did a really, I think, probably the best job we've seen at defending for Verstappen.
Probably thought he was in the middle sector there, and his job was done now for the next.
The Mexico Minister of Defense. He was the Prime Minister of Defense. He was that guy.
And will we now see
100%
bail out and head to the pits now? That effort to hold everyone at the front back hasn't worked out for him. But it's given us a
no doubt about that.
This place just delivers so many wonderful
top five.
An outlier.
We still got to get Kimi out of there because Kimi still needs to pit. Where's Russell? Russell's in 9th. So yeah, lap 20. Top 5 is Kimi Antonelli, Oscar Piastri, Lando Norris, Max Verstappen, and Lewis Hamilton.
So Antonelli,
do we think we get a safety car?
Just stayed a couple of
do we get a free pit? Chat, do we think we get a free pit? Do we think we get a safety car? Do we think we get some crashes? Do we think Stroll and dude, Fernando Alonso's in 12th. Whoa, brother. The Aston Martin upgrades are here.
So he is getting caught now by the McLarens, but
I did not see that. I did not see that. Yeah. Alonso's in 12th. I did not see that. And Stroll's in 17th. Did not see that. Carlos Sainz is in 20th. Brother, what are we talking about?
Let's do something different.
I did not know any of this. The shock value is real right now. I had no clue. I had no clue. I wasn't even looking that down.
At the right time for Antonelli, he will be
like what? Esteban Ocon's 19th.
Across the last decade of getting
I had no clue these guys are down there. I wasn't even looking at those guys. That is crazy.
Into play
wow.
For the win.
Wow.
We've got a battle out front between McLaren teammates. Last year's championship battle.
That is wild. So Lewis started in 5th, is back in 5th.
Taking the maiden win with
Verstappen started in 4th, is back in 4th. I don't know. Do we see a battle between the Papaya boys? We got the reigning world champ in 3rd, Lando Norris. Do we see them battle it out? Or do we see Papaya rules come into play? We haven't heard from Zach Brown all season long for the most part, which has been a blessing. Rachel and I can both agree on that. We don't even like Zach Brown. But do we see a little bit of some dynamic, some challenges here? Do we see them like go at it for a little bit? Or is Oscar taking this? Is it his race to take?
The pack for those who've stopped right now.
Norris is quicker. He's been quicker all weekend. Was proven by his pole attempt.
I didn't even see his message, but I appreciate that, Rachel.
Got the penalty, but he was still a long way adrift of Norris.
So
we heard Lando on the radio saying dirty air is what's costing me. Well, this might be his best chance. Fresh tyres to try and mask a bit of the slide.
I need another Hungary 2019 to happen.
And he is within
fun for the minutes.
So
yeah, I agree.
Having to,
Russell.
Be so careful he doesn't lock a brake, make a mistake, and open the door for his teammate.
Back in P7.
Close, heading down the main straight this lap.
Yeah, this is his
he is back in P7.
to put forward that
Russell's
case.
cooking.
I can go faster.
Trying to push
you need a faster pace to neutralise that one stop for the Mercedes.
I got you. That makes sense.
This now falls into a window where McLaren.
Crazy that Russell that he started the way he did. He was 0 in P20. He's climbed his way back up. Shows you how fast that car is. Lando with the fastest lap, by the way.
Close to the back of Piastri. Managed to keep it on the road, but again,
it's crazy to think about how fast the Mercedes is. Do we think? How long do we think Kimi sits here for?
Yeah, you can see him sliding still through 4, Jolene, couldn't you, as he launched it into the apex there. So although the Pirellis aren't necessarily as sensitive to picking up, let's say, little bits of rubber off racing line,
I wonder what happens.
No, it's really
does if
get wide and
Remember, they were saying reliability issues with the McLaren CPUs also because of the Mercedes engine.
1 second window now, Norris behind Piastri.
Do we think that since we've never seen McLaren in the front like this, do we think that their car is able to keep up with this type of pace?
Where he'll get a little bit more energy to use.
Yo, what up?
Antonelli coming into the pits.
27.35, I think.
Italian teenager. Oh, smoking that tire on the way in.
Two-stop.
He'll be received by his Mercedes team. Having put together
so
a
Kimi's in the pits,
stint, and he now gets the hard tires. He's gone much longer into the race. But
yeah, for a one-stop, I agree.
Still not half distance, is it?
Kimi's in the pits. It's coming out right now.
The rest of the field now go back ahead, and he'll filter into
I just would like to see Lewis get past Verstappen. I would like to see Lewis get on podium. I really would. It's crazy that Charles Leclerc, by the way, started second and is in fifth. Like, Charlie kind of pisses me off with that type of stuff. You know what I mean? He kind of bums me out. Like, brother, what do you mean? What do you mean? You were in second and now you're in fifth.
Stay to the race. Remember when they were all glued together after good teamwork from
Ish, how are you?
Now they have split.
What's poppin'?
It's a McLaren battle.
How's your Sunday morning going?
Two of our contenders.
I'll tell you one thing, it's early AF here. That's what I will tell you. It's early.
Then a big margin.
But we're locked in though. That's all that matters.
Hard tire just cannot go with the McLarens. He was struggling at the start, but the gap has elongated significantly. And then it's Hamilton on the same.
So 23 laps in. 48 to go.
With fresher hard tires, 6.3 seconds off the back of Charles Leclerc. For your reference, we'll keep an eye on.
Let's see what happens. I hope we get a safety car. I hope it gets interesting.
Up to 7th. We've seen him make a number of overtakes. But
that's what I would like to see. I would like to see a safety car. From who? It doesn't matter. Fernando Alonso is in 10th, everyone.
Back up to 7th, but whilst the top 6
have we noticed this?
And Isaac Hadjar,
the rookie, Fernando Alonso, he's in 10th.
Well, you've got to say that Norris is
if Aston Martin
forward the case that he is the more
gets into the points,
faster McLaren. So
man,
I guess there'll be
conversations
happening on the McLaren pit wall to this is a
Nando is
brilliant opportunity for us to get our first Grand Prix victory of the year. Are we doing anything right now that might affect that happening for the team?
He also hasn't pit.
If we're honest,
yeah, that's true. Well, I just think it's great. He's in 10th. We haven't seen this in so long.
So far this
that's all. Just great to see.
For the last few weekends as well. Piastri's just not in his absolute element with
it's
this
just
car
great to
at the
see.
moment.
Fernando.
But where is the
Where's Stroll at? 16th.
McLaren would have to see a threat from Ferrari, from
that is
possibly
crazy.
Antonelli,
my thumb right now is so itchy. I got a mosquito bite right here. It's so itchy.
The couple of tenths per lap that Oscar's
why, brother?
missing
Why?
compared to Lando's best.
Why on the thumb? It's insane, actually.
At the moment, they're marching away from Verstappen in 3rd place. Antonelli looks like that strategy's not working out, certainly not for the moment.
Wow.
So I don't see McLaren needing to alter things, and certainly given their history so far.
I would like to see Lewis push a little bit faster. My fear
it'll be a tough conversation.
Is that Charles is going to start complaining here in a little bit.
Clear on the hard tires, the Ferraris
Lewis
are
can't
not
keep this pace.
High performing as they were on the soft, and well, they may well be just trying to stay at this side of safe.
We might, dude. These McLaren looks good.
Hamilton not putting any pressure on
McLaren
anymore.
They look real poised, and they're looking to run away. They're just by themselves. They look like Goose and Maverick out here, just full Top Gun, doing their thing, just sending it. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it, but I'm just shocked to see that they're just like so casual right now. You know. Your fear should be that Max isn't going to allow him by. Why should that be my fear? Why would that be my fear? Do you know who Lewis Hamilton is? Have you seen Max's? Have you seen the championship contention? The driver standing this year? Why would I be worried about Max? Brother, come on now. This is Delulu for Lulu, my guy. 8-time world champ out here. Come on now.
Not been in the points the rest of the time. He has been last time on the podium, Miami Grand Prix.
You got to say
nothing, just an incident on the race.
That's what we want to see.
You always have to worry about Max? I don't know.
I think
that you can say he's 7-time all you want. You can say all you want, man. I won't even argue with you on this. It's okay. It's okay. We all know what happens when you win. You can talk to trash. You can have your perspective. We all know what happened.
Lewis Hamilton.
It's all good.
With that much softer, grippier tire, a brand new tire.
Okay, that's fine. You can say you won. I'm not. Listen. I'm looking at the camera. I'm not going to argue with you. I'm not. Just that simple. You can say whatever you want to say. At the end of the day, he's still the winningest driver that we've seen. Simple as that.
It's an impressive amount of pressure that Norris is able to apply lap on lap again on a car that's identical just ahead.
It did twitch a little bit. You're right.
This is now the frustrating
it
section
did.
Where
it did.
Norris will have to sit behind Piastri.
Still the GOAT.
How's the tyre?
Oh, it doesn't feel great.
Monaco without walls. Yeah, it is the Monaco without walls. The Hungarian Grand Prix. What do you guys have stored for summer break? After this race, we got summer break for 4 weeks. Any plans? Anyone traveling? Anyone going anywhere? Anything exciting coming up? I am going to...
Maybe we need to put Norris at the
I gotta
front
figure out
because
content
Hamilton
strategy because I don't know what to post about. Not like I've been posting the last couple days anyway. Resetting my sleep. Yeah, definitely gonna get some fucking sleep. That's for sure. That is it for sure. The sleep is crucial
because they're fighting for a 1-2 at this stage.
What am I gonna stream during the break? I think I might get into start actually trying to do a bit of IndyCar. And maybe even start doing some WEC.
Yeah, the difference you get.
I've been watching a bunch of WEC stuff. So, I watched IndyCar National last week, which was sick. And yeah, I think that's kind of my next motorsport I'm gonna jump into.
Make a balance off shit.
We're honestly quite a bit of time.
See, there goes the radio message from Charles.
Okay, that's Leclerc putting a bit of pressure on the strategy team at Ferrari.
But yeah, I think resetting the sleep.
So here's the perfect example, isn't it, Julian? You had Hamilton putting all the pressure, Leclerc looking like he was a little bit struggling on his scrubbed soft tires, and now they've gone on new hards.
I'm getting over being sick too.
More comfortable.
He pitted 3 laps
I agree.
As well.
I watched Nashville last week, and everyone was telling me it was going to be some sick circuit. It was just an oval track for 200 laps. I was like, bro, this is pretty boring. Like the oval track thing's got to go in the IndyCar. I'm not into it. But I'm gonna get better at it. So yeah, I think IndyCar is big on my things to start streaming, and I definitely think WEC, bits and pieces of WEC would be cool. It's gonna be silly season, I hope. So I think that there will be some things to talk about weekly about on stream about when it comes down to silly season. If drivers change, team changes, people get fired, whatever. I saw that Malaysia is on the track this October, taking over for Bahrain.
Over the season,
this silly season will be very action. That's for sure. It's going to be very, very action. But yeah, I saw Malaysia's on track, so we'll talk about that. And yeah, I'm kind of just along for the ride, really. I'm not sure what to really stream about. What do you guys? What would you guys like to see streamed? I guess is a better question. Anything in particular?
Fighting over the victory.
There's not that much sports on. We're kind of in that lull right now where we're kind of going to go back to a time where they're versus the pit. Just baseball's going to be on for the next couple. We got football coming pretty soon, which is also crazy to think about. Doesn't college football starts next month.
The new rubber, and he will try and minimize the damage. But
yeah, other than that, I don't know what else to really stream.
Expected when he took the opening win of the year.
It's my hibernation, short and brief. Yeah, I feel that. That'll be good.
Of Liam Lawson, the New Zealander, having
that will be good. A little hibernation won't be bad. You're not wrong about that.
To overtake Alpine, Racing Bulls looking to leap up to 5th in the constructors today. It's a measure of how well Lindblad and Lawson have done this.
I'm excited to see what happens in the second part of the season.
He has got immediately ahead,
especially with all these new tracks.
Despite a little bit of a sticky stop there for the Mercedes, so it felt like everything that could go wrong was going wrong.
Why do you know that? Is the real question.
The slow pit stop, but he just about stays ahead of the Racing Bulls.
CFP is back in a month. Yeah, it's in a month. Yeah, so 4 weeks basically.
Wanting a little bit more
right? August, we're back. Do you have a team?
As he's going down the gear to get
are you SEC? Are you Big Ten?
To decelerate the car. Get the car rotated on the
Rachel, speaking of, 2 Car Guys is a massive Penn State fan because he went there.
To the corners, particularly massive with the brakes and the downshifts. We hear it all the time, and he's not absolutely happy there. But there are plenty of things he can do. Norris off the road.
Whoa,
going
Lando.
Into turn number 4.
What are we doing there, Lando?
Elongate the gap
What's happening?
Up to 1.7 seconds.
That was crazy.
So much speed carried into the 4th turn of the racetrack. Running in that dirty air.
The season starts in the end of September, so I watched
Piastri for the first time in a long time. with breathing space.
Who's your team?
Yeah, he's been pushing in that dirty air for lap after lap. And turn 4
can't drive there, Lando.
That you sort of commit
yeah,
and
seriously.
then feel what
that was crazy. He just like went off the track randomly.
If it's not quite what
they're pretty far ahead of everyone, huh?
Takes you wide. He opened the steering, so he's turned
+4 in front of Max. Wow.
That little movement on the rear axle. Thought, no, I'm not going to fight that.
Who's your NHL team, bro? Who do you got?
Through that turn. That even
Oscar, what up?
He was struggling to sort of slow the car and make the apex of turn 5.
Not dramatic on the first angle, but it comes at you so quickly that that turn 4.
Montreal.
So good save.
Yeah, I feel that.
He didn't lose more time actually, Norris.
The U, LSU.
There,
okay. We'll see what Lane Kiffin does this year.
To Piastri.
We'll see what he does.
That's probably a reflection of the fact that the offset pace between Piastri and Norris. To
right.
run that close
we'll see what happens with them down in the SEC. I saw that he hired Coach Ogeron again. We'll see what happens.
Right now.
Okay, mate, let's get back in the rhythm. Know what you've been trying to do, and we see it. Back in the rhythm, please.
You're excited?
It's a tricky one for McLaren, this. You got the Ferraris.
LSU. My brother was recruited by LSU at one time. Coach O is back. Coach O is back. He was getting paid too while he was when he got fired. Coach O, I love Coach O. He recruited my brother when he was at USC. My brother ended up going to Oregon now. So, but yeah, I like Coach O. Good dude. Solid dude. Hilarious. Kind of that real Southern dude.
Probably a better chance of winning if they swap the places.
Real Southerner.
Charles Leclerc is asking if he can do something different strategy-wise. Ferrari are considering
Charles
in the last
Leclerc,
2 laps.
brother.
Lewis Hamilton has been told full push, so they're ascertaining whether he has.
Wow, they're going to box
He's
Lewis.
now told to come into the pits. Hamilton said he wanted the balance of the car to be oversteery with this set of tires.
Wow.
He has instead
never has a coach fit the state better than Coach O. I agree.
His pace,
Charles' son.
In comes the 7-time champ.
I'm so sick of Charles, man.
Around this circuit after a difficult stint.
It looks like another set of hards from what I can see
Lewis
from the
in the pit
combox.
again.
Brand new.
Like I don't really
yeah,
get.
So it's not that he's not happy with that particular compound, but do they do an offset in the front wing? I didn't see an adjustment.
So they pit Lewis. Charles moved up to 4th. He's saying that he wants a different strategy. He's 4 behind. Sorry, he's 8 seconds behind Max. Let's see what happens here. Clearly, Lewis is not having a fun race right now.
With Hamilton already making 2
I don't know.
stops on the 30th lap, so that hard tire has gone absolutely nowhere for Lewis.
It looks like McLaren's going to run away with this. They look untouchable. They're 4 seconds ahead of Max Verstappen.
This is the pace I've got. I've got inconsistent balance on this hard compound of tyre, and Norris has got that gap from 1.7 seconds to back to 0.6
crazy.
of a
So
second.
your new top 3, which is not new. Oscar Piastri, Lando Norris, Max Verstappen. The top 5 is Charles Leclerc, moved up into 4th. Kimi Antonelli, and then you have in 6th is Isaac Hadjar, Lewis Hamilton in 7th. George Russell in 8th. Russell's just quietly moving up the rankings. We need Lewis to finish ahead of Kimi Antonelli, I think, is my goal. There's a lot I would like to see.
Of Hamilton pulling off that
and then your 9th and 10th is Arvid Lindblad, the sugar-free Red Bull team. Let's go, baby.
The sort of the lowest moment, isn't it, if someone pulls an outside pass on you.
And we can see Hamilton trying to go around the outside of Hadjar, and Lando Norris is closing in on Piastri, who now has traffic ahead.
Yeah, I think it's Behrman and Sainz who are fighting.
Here's Hamilton.
So Lewis just passed
but crucially,
Isaac.
Restricted at Hadjar's pace.
All right.
Yeah, and still on the top left, you can see Norris close to Piastri, and Piastri still has another car he has to lap ahead. So it is it's Carlos Sainz ahead. He's getting the blue flag, so he won't have to get out of the way until they get to a straight. And this is compromising Piastri even more.
I'm still getting over this cold. Has anyone gotten sick this summer? It's going around.
I need to get fast. Do something, please. I know, mate. I know. Verstappen's going to close in. I want boxes left.
So Norris asking for the strategic help now. He can't get by on the racetrack, but he believes he's got more pace.
Lando's not too happy with his strategy, and he's worried about Verstappen.
If I was Piastri's engineer, I'd say come in.
Crazy to think that that Lando Norris is
and both stay out, despite McLaren being in the pit lane once again.
Right, McLaren's fairness, I think, is now.
I kind of forgot that he won last year. I'm not even going to lie. It sucks to think about that because I didn't.
Norris is told we
kind of underwhelming win, you know.
you've got two threats. I said if you've got threats, then you might have to make a difference. You might have to make a change. Norris is clearly quicker today than Piastri, but you've got Verstappen starting to close up again. He's looked after his tyres better. That's obviously a slow lap in traffic there for Piastri, but even the last few before that...
You mean you won't let me? I'm miles faster.
The other one is Antonelli. On the left-hand side, if this becomes a 3-stop for those at the front, this will be a 2-stop for Antonelli.
Wow.
Antonelli, I don't think we'll get through on a 1, but if everyone else has to stop another time, we're back to that offset, which could bring the Mercedes back into play after that long first stint.
Not allowed a 10-second traffic no chance.
So Norris saying, I've got the balance, I've got the speed.
Lando's pissed.
Even if I didn't have the fresh set,
Lando thinks he's quicker. Here. I mean, let's see, right? This could be good.
Fresh rubber this time around.
I think it's a good call now from McLaren. I think they're risking losing the race with their drivers fighting.
This could be interesting with Lando.
It's more understandable.
If he's actually going to be faster.
There we go.
Piastri's in the pit. Let's see what Lando can put out.
He'll free up the gap for Norris. He's hustling in on the way in as well. He'll get some new tyres to go pushing. And they could just diverge on the strategies.
Crucial moment of the race for McLaren. They need a clean stop.
What are you guys chatting about? All hockey stuff?
Brought in.
Solid strategy.
He has taken McLaren back into the fast lane of the pit lane. And now, for Lando Norris, it's time to prove what you told the team you could do.
See what you do.
Open up the
Do what you do, brother.
That's the issue now.
Yeah, indeed. His reference lap is a
do what you do, brother. Come on now.
That lap, running behind Oscar Piastri and a little bit of traffic
Get after
ahead.
it,
so
big dog.
let's see what he can deliver to back up what he was saying to the team.
He's not going to do it because Piastri's on the new tyres, so he can improve his own pace. But Piastri is still going to be able to cover off Norris because he's on the fresh tyres, and he's got 12 seconds of gap to catch Antonelli. What Norris is doing now is building up an offset, so he can.
What are you guys doing today on this lovely Sunday after the race? Anything in particular? Any plans?
Previous runner laps.
I'm probably going to go to the beach later. It's going to be sick. It's been hotter than hell here in LA. It's been in the 90s all week. And it's going to be in the 90s all next week. So that's exciting.
Second stop. So that's now Norris's option.
We have last time around
on Sunday, Sadie. No way. What line of industry are you working in? What do you do? If you don't mind me asking.
Improve things. Antonelli right up to the back of Charles Leclerc.
Something fun, I hope.
Has been following Lewis Hamilton for a large part of the Grand Prix.
Right, and Norris does a 24.6. The first lap, he's not behind Piastri. That is 8/10 quicker than the last run of laps that he's been doing. So I think there's your point. If he can keep it going for another few laps,
we all start somewhere.
Really displays the advantage he's had compared to his teammate.
We all start somewhere.
And
that's good, though.
Still, he should come out behind Piastri.
Well, make that money.
Good for
you.
And now McLaren will have the working.
Make that money, honey.
Just have to take his word for it.
You got a great view there.
Nothing wrong with making some money, I tell you that
Ferrari. This is something we see from them.
You won't be there forever, trust me.
Other team, actually. You can see the vapor just down at the bottom of the middle of the screen there.
The Macarena wing. I think it's sick.
From not from the exhaust, but it's obviously a breather. And well, Julian, you might have
Charles Leclerc's third.
Knowledge on
what the actual hell?
Additional little
what's going on here?
Exhaust type. But we see that more with Ferrari and the main Ferrari team than any of their Ferrari support.
I feel like my conspiracy is they're pushing Charles to try and win.
Just a bit of
right, they're trying to get
work there that makes it look every time they jump on the gas and the exhaust kicks out a little bit more. It looks a lot more dramatic than anyone else.
You know what's funny, Rachel? You know what's really funny about that? He called me yesterday. Oh, sorry, today's Sunday. He called me on Friday and told me he was coming to LA. He's in San Diego right now for Comic-Con. And I'm laughing that he's not up right now watching this race.
Antonelli with the run.
I'm going to text him right now.
To go to the inside.
This is really hurting Antonelli's race.
Because he's here.
Leclerc is
right now.
So slow at this stage. His pace has just fallen away dramatically. Piastri
I love how Leclerc's ever wasting so much time with this dude.
23.8, his personal best. So Norris is still churning out 24.6s. It's good from Norris. It's not as good as Piastri's new tyres.
Isn't it funny?
Old tyres.
He was like, oh,
Leclerc, meanwhile, is doing
blah 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 blah, this and that. I'm like, dude, just pop on.
Slower than Norris. So he's staying out
I'm going to text him right now, Rachel.
Hamilton's going to have no tyres at the end of the race, and I think that could be a 3-stopper. They want Leclerc to do a 2, but the cost of that is hideous pace with a car that's moving around a lot, but it's also costing Antonelli because he can't come through, and he's also sitting at Leclerc's pace, so he has to make the pass. Every lap he's following, he is hurting his own tyres, and he's losing ground to the race lead in the podium fight.
He's 12 seconds off the lead at the moment. Kimi Antonelli dropped 3 places for not lifting enough under yellow flags.
Let's see.
Looked like it was going to sail on by at turn 12, carrying so much speed into that corner.
Best case for Antonelli, he doesn't have to make the pass. Leclerc's going to jump out of the way. So Charles stays to the right-hand side, and there he goes. And now Antonelli can get on with it. And this is certainly a podium fight that Kimi's in today. Ferrari once again.
Yo, Kimi is in 3rd. He just passed Charles Leclerc.
3rd place. Verstappen is still sitting there. Remember, Piastri will be the net leader. And
this is crazy, man.
Can shut down the gap to the Red Bull.
This is crazy.
Themselves in for a second.
Kimi Antonelli's in 3rd.
I don't know if they're going to make it to the end on that. They are not good on their tyres in the Budapest heat today.
Bro,
yeah, track
what are we talking about?
Fuel burns off, so whether they've still got the pace, I think they can make it to the end. But whether it's going to give them the
if you're just joining,
need. But I think this
top 3 is Lando Norris, Max Verstappen, Kimi Antonelli.
Showing fairly long.
Obviously, a lot of things can change here.
Be patient, be consistent, and will it reap rewards?
Interesting thing for
Rachel,
Ferrari,
he just told me
that
he woke up at 5:48 and passed out again. I'm trying to get caught up. So he's awake apparently, but yeah, he
so it's since switching to the hard tire, where they're just finding no more
he's around.
Than the soft at the start. They're not able to go any further.
I can't get over the fact that our top 3, I mean, we still got 33 laps to go. Anything can happen here, but our top 3 is Lando Norris, Max Verstappen, and Kimi Antonelli.
If they do, they will be slow at the end.
And we also have our top 5, Oscar Piastri, Lewis Hamilton in 5th, Isaac Sargent in 6th, Charles Leclerc in 7th.
Make his way through Leclerc as well.
Let's see what happens here. Because
so bit of traffic to navigate.
I'm kind of confused as to what's going to happen here with
20 seconds. You need 20.5
with the top 3.
to make a pit stop around this circuit. He's more than 20
yeah,
seconds.
that's what I'm saying. Things are going to get spicy, right? But I'm just curious as to how this is going to work. It's going to get interesting real quick here.
Banging in consistent
what we need is a shakeup. We need a safety car. We need someone to break down.
And they're not looking at the blue flags.
I don't know.
Leclerc to the inside.
We need something to happen here. We need to get a little more interesting.
Contact! Unbelievable!
Whoa.
Oscar Piastri has contact with the Williams, and Oscar Piastri was impeded there. Look at what that's done to his race.
Oh no.
Get out of the way, Carlos Sainz. What's he doing?
Carlos Sainz.
What is he doing?
Wow.
He is, no acting.
Carlos Sainz, what are you doing?
Of the friendship that those two have, or they did have.
Wow.
Well, that is unbelievable. Contact between backmarker and contender for Grand Prix
That's
victory.
Crazy.
And that has cost
Carlos Sainz, bro.
A hatful of time for Oscar Piastri.
Yeah, Carlos is
well.
Clearly not happy.
Big moment in the destiny.
They're not happy with Carlos Sainz. What's he doing?
Amazing. Amazing. Sorry, Julian.
My question is, why is that not a penalty?
A problem with the blue flag system. It's the only way that
if that was Lewis, we would have seen a penalty already.
Is missing
Sainz thinking he drives for Ferrari for real. Like, what are we talking about here, bro? Like, why are you?
Let's have a look on board.
Like, what is going on?
Oscar and see, there are blue flags around.
Yeah, that was on the onboard initially. So you've got a battle ahead. Sainz battling up against the Aston Martin.
No, it's not good enough. There are blue flags there.
Yeah.
That is not good
enough. That was crazy. Yellow flag. What happened? Yellow flag.
Well. Look at this moment.
No, it's gone.
Get out of the way, you idiot. Oh my God.
2 weeks in a row, he and Kimi had a skirmish race. Yeah.
I was getting my McLarens confused there, so maybe it is just the friendship with Lando
crazy
that he has that saw Carlos so entrenched in his own battle.
That's crazy.
The gap, by the way, 22.4 seconds. If
Carlos Sainz, man, do we think that he stays at Williams after this season? Do we think he bounces and goes somewhere else? There's rumors of him going to Audi. There's also rumors of him just staying at Williams.
All over the show.
Do you think he bounces, though?
I think we've got manual blue flags being operated around the circuit at the moment, and taking the stop, being put into the pack, has hurt Piastri. He's lucky to still be in the Grand Prix after contact with the back marker.
Lando's in the pit.
Looking for that clean stop into the fast lane. Norris on the left-hand side. It will be Piastri making his way around the final corner. But if that was clean enough, it will be track position for the world champion.
Wow,
and that
Max
will be
Verstappen.
the move that Norris
Does he believe in
wanted,
James Vowles?
Is
the question. I don't know if I believe in James Vowles anymore. Do we think that Alex Albon dips and goes somewhere else?
Right, honestly, this is ridiculous. So
I mean, I like James Vowles. I'm not going to sit here and pretend. I like James. James is an absolute legend of a person, but I think Williams, for whatever reason, is just struggling.
There is a sign that says no right
with
turn.
Development, I guess.
It's a dual carriageway.
With that car and that whole system, I want Williams to be competitive again. I do. I really do like them a lot. But I just don't know if they have what it takes. It feels like every year, as they develop the car, all the things happen. It just seems a little underwhelming.
There is an issue somewhere with the blue flags, but there are blue flags being waved. Look at the flags.
Yeah, but
you don't need to be told everything by your race engineer. Look in your mirrors. Look at the flags.
Williams has a factory problem. Yeah, I agree. It is a factory problem, Marco. It is a factory problem. It's something. It's deeper. It's deeper rooted on their factory for sure.
FP1, and there you go. There's the move with the Ferrari on board with Fernando Alonso. Hamilton scything by.
Possible? Yeah, for sure.
Marcus struggling, but Jolin, your point is use your mirrors.
I think James
I just don't see that there's an acceptable excuse.
For sure, team leader.
Was that, Julian, do you think that was Hamilton almost sort of putting some manners on Alonso? There's no love lost.
Is that better?
For a long, long time on track. But I don't see that early in the braking to turn two, that there was a need to put himself across the front of the Aston.
Have they increased the width of that Ferrari at some point? You had Charles Leclerc squeezing Oscar Piastri in Spa, and then that moment for Hamilton.
That science that's cost us that target is to get to the end on this tyre.
Oh, mate. It's telling you to f*** me now. I was sending you guys to factor in one in my voice. Thanks.
Pissed.
Okay, there you go. That is a disappointed driver in the service.
Rightfully so, he's pissed. He can't be mad at that. I would be annoyed
They were
too.
sitting patiently, as you mentioned, Julian. They were watching.
I think at the end of the day, onto the Williams thing, yes, Rachel, he overspoke as the first-year team leader. I think for him, he
ultimately it's come undone in that
has hopes because of where he came from at Mercedes with Toto and all the things that he does, right? I think that there's a lot of opportunity for him. But
Alpine to jump out of the way.
Yeah, the radios are diabolical, actually. But yeah, I think
difficult to look in your mirrors.
It's tough for Williams.
Sometimes you need your team to guide you.
They have so much opportunity, but they also are so far away because I just think that the factory aspect of it, whatever's going on at their HQ is kind of the
for the reason that in the old days you had to fight your way by. If you got someone intransigent in front of you, that could ruin your Grand Prix. So blue flags were brought in to get lap cars out of the way to not interfere with the battle for the lead, like we've seen today.
And Piastri's
so we got 2 pit stops
let's have a look at,
for everyone, for the most part.
Lewis Hamilton
we got 29 laps left.
It's Charles Leclerc closing in, and there's the
Let's see, Charlie, come on. You said you wanted to battle. You got your boy Maxi in front of you. Let's see it.
He finds himself ahead on track for the moment. There's no grip out there for Charles. And
let's see what happens here with Max and Charles.
The gap to the
Lewis moved up.
Dramatic day in the World Championship.
What tires is everyone on?
Continuing on. He's been on that.
Lewis is on hards. Verstappen's on softs. Charles is on hards. Everyone else is on hards. 3 people on softs. Let's see how this goes. Do we see a 3-stop? We got 29 laps left. We're on lap 42.
3.8 seconds away. Piastri is 4.6.
Do we think that we get another pit?
His teammate. It's the first time I can remember a backmarker.
Is this a racing incident?
Intervening with the result of a race since Jos Verstappen. No, hold on.
Nothing, just an incident on the race.
Verstappen.
Could be.
And before that, Jos Verstappen hit Juan Pablo Montoya in 2001. And who won that day, DC?
Oh, I can't remember.
It was you, my friend, in Brazil.
We've only had one retired car, which is Valtteri Bottas.
Thank you.
Checo Perez is in dead last. Alex Albon's in second to last. Ollie Bierman and Ocon are in 18th and 19th. Sainz is in 17th. We need some more retires.
Coming out of turn 3 or 4.
Most teams will pre-stop us. Retired deck is crazy, man. Yeah, I think so too. I think so also. It's crazy to me that Kimi Antonelli's in first right now, which is insane. He's obviously still going to pit, but still, it's just crazy to see.
Measured when we get there.
Let's see.
1.7 seconds Norris advantage over Antonelli, so Antonelli will have to pit before the end of the race. That'll give Norris
Kimi
the
will
lead.
have to pit for sure.
I think it's hard to say it's not deserved.
So everyone's got 2 stops
from Norris,
for the most part.
Like to see a bit more of a battle there from
This
Piastri.
is going to be a 3-stop race.
Piastri feeling so aggrieved because he's led this one, he made the move at the start,
it's going to be a 3-stop.
and then was told to pit, which put him into
this tire
trouble.
it's no
but
joke.
I don't think McLaren did anything wrong. You know, it's up to the back markers to look at the flags, even if you're not then getting told by your engineer. Look at the flags. I think
so top 3
partly is
Kimi Antonelli
the race
for now.
engineers are so used
Lando
to
Norris,
looking at
Oscar
messages from
Piastri,
race
Lewis
control.
Hamilton.
Lewis
is going to have to pit again, I think. I fear.
They are not passing the information.
So he's going to move into 3rd, but I fear that he's not going to stay there. I fear that Verstappen's going to get this 3rd place,
then are so used to blanking
which
out
is
blue flags
kind of annoying.
Told by your race
but
engineer, let him through now.
I wonder what it does for the standings.
Just on autopilot. They had to reboot, and they've not managed to do that on a day where a simple system goes down.
Yeah, you know what, also, just looking from our commentary position,
Max
there's
is
only Red Bull of the top teams actually have a slot gap between their monitors and looking out at the start-finish. Ferrari completely blocked off. Williams, well, completely blocked off. And I think you're right, Julian.
It's crazy.
I
don't know who's going to win this. I mean, who's going to win this race? It's going to either be Lando or Piastri, but I don't know who's going to come in 3rd.
It
feels like Max.
The technological age.
And I'm actually shocked that we don't have more
well, we have a view from our comm box, and it has given us a view of some, well, maybe controversial moments, but some brilliant racing as well.
There's been so much action in this race, and
yeah,
Antonelli
I mean,
has been caught.
Yeah, it goes to show you how fast that car, the Mercedes has, is.
Today.
I think that
one of the season.
I mean, look at Kimi started, what was it, 7th, and he's in 1st right now, and Russell started where he started and fell to 20th, and now he's back in 7th. It's just clearly Mercedes has a weapon in the car. They have a weapon in the car, and that car is just cooking. It's awesome to see, but it's very clear that they are moving different. And obviously, coming into after the summer break, it's going to get really interesting really quickly. We got some good circuits coming up after the summer break, which I'm excited for.
This moment, having caught the Mercedes man.
I've expected to see him go for a lunge into turn 1.
Russell should make light work on the mid
available to him on those fresher tires.
Yeah, of course. Russell's a good driver. I'm not. I know I hate on him a lot. He's a good driver though.
He's almost going to
he just is annoying to listen to complain.
Has to blend out
he complains too much for me.
And again, he'll sit down.
He's just a little too smug. You know what I mean? His face is so punchable, dude. You know what I mean? Like,
he just take any risks now. That was the message to him from Will Joseph, his race engineer. You're ahead. You've shown the pace. You've proved your point from earlier on.
Can't stand him, but he's definitely a good driver.
Yeah,
I agree.
I think Lando Norris is making the difference this weekend in terms of his driving anyway. And maybe the back markers have meant that McLaren haven't had to make a decision to eventually swap the places. But yeah, Norris now just has to make this one through cleanly, and he's got the pace to bring it home.
Yeah, surely he'll position himself and have enough energy deployment. Mercedes on Mercedes.
7 a.m. Jesus Christ.
Quite vocal at the beginning.
Crikey.
They didn't feel they were getting the
25 laps left.
That maybe they'd received last year, but surely
a little bit of a battle right here between Antonelli and Norris.
We've all complained about customer service from the garage from
time look at this pass.
A late lunge from a
dang, Lando. Okay, Lando. We can be world champions.
Antonelli's trying to join that club this year, and the 19-year-old goes, okay, I'm going to carry on with it.
Lando
Norris wants that Grand Prix victory, and he has the race lead.
Wow,
46 of 70 for
a little Max Verstappen cheeky dive bomb there. Okay, we see you.
Seconds to make a pit stop and come out again with the advantage around this.
That was sick.
That's your lost time, 20.5. When Oscar Piastri approached turn 1 to go to those back markers, the difference between Norris and Piastri.
This drone POV, they're going to get better with this drone shot. I think this is a good little section for that. This drone shot, I like it.
But the clash between
They've done a good job with
and Piastri took away another side-by-side moment of the McLarens if it was a clean stop for Norris. That is the story of this Grand Prix. But Lando Norris, after so much unreliability,
it's crazy that this season
where he's had to
we're
just
already
take
at
it
11
on the
races in.
chin,
It feels like we just got
finally
started,
gets a chance to move to the inside. How motivated for the move?
What are you guys most looking forward to after
and Antonelli
summer
goes,
break?
Okay, I'm going to put the car
Anything?
in that position.
Developments of the car?
Takes it back, and he will be
any
counting
circuits you're looking forward to seeing?
Yeah, well, ironically,
any races? What is the schedule look like coming up? Let's see here.
Because it was all done on the brakes, old-fashioned style. And yes, he's got fresher tyres. But once you've committed to sending,
we got the Dutch Grand Prix. We got Monza. Ooh, that's what I'm looking for. Monza is going to be sick. We also have Madrid. I forgot about that. Madrid's going to be a sick track.
Move down the inside of turn 1.
And
he's got the overtake now for the win.
We have a sprint race in Singapore, right?
Didn't want to sit in behind for too long.
Dang, and then we jump right into
he goes.
the US circuits. We got Coda, Mexico City, and Brazil.
Can match him in terms of pace today. Piastri is still dropping back.
It's a Talmer.
The entire second half, yeah, I agree.
When it's smoky,
the entire second half's going to be popping.
Did you use any other words?
It's going to be popping. I'm excited for Monza, and I'm excited for Madrid.
Just a smoky
pass. That's a back-to-back weekend.
A seal of approval from me.
Excellent.
That's for sure. That's going to be a great weekend. A great doubleheader.
24 laps now for
Singapore should be sick too. Coda will be dope. Brazil, Coda, the new track in Spain. Yeah, Madrid's going to be awesome. I'm excited for that.
On that podium, the very best of luck to you. I'm amazed he was able to be as eloquent as he was on the radio after that moment. I think there are plenty to be watching in Australia who would have been.
I know we got Malaysia.
Demonstrative with your language at that moment. An unusual moment, but for McLaren. They've been on the back foot across the course this year. They said that they're 3 months behind the development curve. They went all in chasing the driver's title and the constructor's title. They won both last year with Norris and the team going back-to-back with the constructor's titles. They have found their way back to the front. They believe Lando Norris could have finished second in Spa.
Yeah.
And it looks like they're bringing both cars with that update
being
to the podium this time around at a totally different circuit.
Being a Ferrari fan is not for the faint of the heart. Being a Lewis fan is not for the faint of the heart either.
Fit them to the
you heard that
instant performance, instant correlation.
Might be a finale? Really? That would be sick if they brought that back.
Viewing in Australia.
Where are the drivers going to come
Mark Webber is one of those. The thunder from down under will be
what do you mean by that, Rachel?
thunderous, I'm sure.
I reckon Zach Brown's turned his phone off.
I'm not sure I understand the reference.
It might be the wisest course of event to just throw it in the Danube.
Yes, indeed. And it is a beautiful Danube river here.
A new contract, yeah.
And Pest for
my biggest question is what happens to Max.
Never been to Hungary.
Max,
two separate entities.
Carlos Sainz, I did a video the other day talking about
the visit, isn't it?
Different videos of where people might go. I'm so curious.
Any other sights and sounds of Budapest?
It's terrific. It's one of the great stops.
Yeah, the new contract is going to be interesting to see. I'm curious what's going to happen to Liam Lawson also.
Around in recent times.
Fernando also, yeah, Fernando, Liam Lawson.
Kimi Antonelli, he's got memories of winning around here in F2.
Yeah, they're saying obviously that's why Malaysia's back in the mix. Malaysia just got introduced. They announced this morning, which is great.
Cultural history,
I'm curious as to what happens. Like,
you're going to take us through the decades.
We obviously get Malaysia, which is taking over for.
I'm going to spare you of that.
They're saying that race is in October.
Riverboat Tours available with Jolyon Palmer from 2027. In 2026, it's Norris, Antonelli, Piastri.
They're saying that Lawson. I mean, there's a.
But Antonelli spent 26.
Remember, I did a video on my TikTok. That said that Lawson goes to Williams, which is interesting.
He's got history when it comes to track limits.
I agree.
Even when he's got a wounded car.
I don't know where he goes or what happens to him. I'm really curious.
This corner here, the left-hander.
I am really curious as to what's supposed to happen. But I agree with you, Brandon. The Middle East is not going to happen because obviously of what's going on with the conflict in the Middle East.
There are a lot of places
so yeah, I can see Imola, but they should have never gotten rid of Imola to begin with. That's my only
long race stint.
Opinion on that. They should never got. Imola's a great circuit.
Played out. Hamilton is actually catching Piastri now, so he spent so much of this race behind Verstappen. Pitted really early for his second set of tyres.
So we'll see.
I wondered if that is going to be possible to get to the end of the race, but he's actually ticking along at a sensible pace still. And Verstappen is catching him now, having pitted later, covering off Charles Leclerc.
I don't know what's going to happen.
But Hamilton now in free air is also
they seem to have
Oscar
their own idea
a little bit more as well.
Doing, so we'll see.
We're still waiting for Antonelli to pit again.
I know GP dips out and goes to
it at some point with the
I think
that'll bring him out down behind Leclerc.
I believe Max has to
fast when he does
that. He
does that.
I'm just about to tell everyone the graphic that you've got.
That's just my opinion.
Of your picture.
There's no way he stays
making
without
big moves last time around.
I don't think there's any other engineer that can handle him.
You'd like to be a bit more of those something the car.
Copy. Looks like overheating. You can get back into the rhythm. Should help.
Rhythm.
It's a rhythm of the night, Charles. I'm sure there's other songs available, but
Charles.
Yeah,
it must be the water. What rhythm?
Google it. Yeah,
brother, you were complaining a little bit ago about how
he's in a rhythm.
How you were so much faster.
It all weekend, even when he was quick on Friday with the practice times, and Ferrari looked so strong. He was saying,
flag.
Race pace, not so sure.
Nothing. Okay.
DC always gets a song on everything. You can guarantee that every time. Why have we got a yellow flag?
This is good, Max. Keep at it. You might have some fun towards the end.
That's cleared. Fun towards the end sounds like a plan for Red Bull. Max Verstappen, remember, on that soft tyre. This is why we had the yellow flag. Sergio Perez looks like he's limping home to retire.
Perez.
His teammate is the only other retirement in the Grand Prix.
Perez is
limping
get it back
home. To the pits?
Well, Cadillac.
This be a
another Cadillac bites the dust
moment for Kimi Antonelli to take advantage of.
Good morning. What up, big dog?
Another suspension issue for Cadillac, who have had plenty, including one on
good morning
last week in Spa. If he can't get it back, there could be a safety car of sorts, which could change the race. But
I wish we got a safety car.
But to just inch his way into the final sector right now.
Yeah, it looks like towed out on the front left, unless it's just that camera angle.
The white flag being displayed to the drivers by the marshals for a slow-moving vehicle.
Slow-moving vehicle. Both Cadillacs are going to retire. That's a bummer.
A few of these issues.
Cadillac's going to get there. They're going to be good. I can just feel it. Once they're able to bring their own engine into this, they're going to be good. They've done it okay this season. When I say okay, they've just been out there. I think they had one of the best liveries for the 4th of July at Silverstone.
Strange to me. Let's just see if there's anything obvious here as you
I think they're having as much fun as they possibly can with what they got.
5, yeah, that front left had it. There you go. Front is definitely gone. So that looks like steering arm to me.
Wow. Yeah, they're having some real issues, but I think Cadillac's going to be there.
Learning all the time, but Aston Martin taking a step forward with their upgrade brought to this race. They've got a power unit upgrade coming from Honda at the next Grand Prix as well.
It's a shame
the Cadillac find themselves with development work to do themselves.
Yeah, I mean that's I agree. That seems to be on brand for Ferrari, right? And it seems to be. Here's my hot take.
Close to Oscar Piastri's pace.
It's a long-term program. New team from
if he is going to do a long-ranging one-stopper here with the laps ticking down.
Yeah, I agree. It's an unreal undertaking.
Not actually catching
and
anymore.
It's been absolutely. It's a lot of information, right? The first time in F1, a lot of things happening there. Engine suppliers, Ferrari. It's a lot. There's no denying that. But I'm excited for them to be able to bring their own engine in 2028 and where they're going to be. It's awesome to see Cadillac on the grid. They have great consumer cars. They do great in the WEC series. So I'm stoked either way.
Suddenly falls off a cliff in terms of
when it comes to Lewis and his 3-spot
just try and see if you
it is
an extra place.
It's unfortunate, right? That's also very on brand for Ferrari's strategy. It feels like we've seen over the years. They do a lot of
in the obvious way with the back markers and Sainz took a penalty for that.
I feel like also. But if we're being honest, this is the third race that we've seen Lewis get some sort of penalty.
Norris was on the radio.
We saw it at Silverstone.
And then immediately
we saw it the other weekend
at quicker in the middle stint.
What was the last race we had?
Piastri's pace is not enough to win this race.
He hit his mechanic,
and
we see it now.
We're all frustrated to see back markers.
It always feels.
They have done today.
Just my opinion, so don't come for me. It always feels there's always something that is happening to him somewhere that the FIA is like, oh, we'll stop that. Oh, it was the racing incident in Spa where George Russell came into him, right? And they gave him a 5-second penalty. It's like, if you understand, I mean, there was nothing he can do there, right? Obviously, the situation yesterday with Piastri, that was Ferrari problem.
Keep him out there.
But it feels like it's always on brand for him to get penalized no matter what. And then on top of that, they cover up for other people, and the FIA said later that, oh, they made a mistake. Charles last weekend should have gotten a penalty too for the Piastri situation. It just feels like it's too easy to give Lewis Hamilton these penalties more often than not.
There is a chance with the pace that they're all going, if Piastri can start to find a little more again, he'll bring Hamilton and then Verstappen into the back of Antonelli, coaxing it home.
Yeah, it's always kind of the same BS every single week, right?
When GP's on the radio,
and if it's like the smallest little thing, like, oh, you know what, it's Charles Leclerc, no big deal, it's all good. Oh,
from a
but
position
Lewis
where they were
Hamilton,
third early
5
on,
second penalty.
we're looking
3 good
at having
penalty.
a hose.
It's
They
not.
have
Yeah,
got
they're
overtake to
so
do it. They'll have a
inconsistent. Is what I'm trying to say.
We don't think we have the tyre life, so press and hold boost, press and hold boost.
Yeah, it's very inconsistent.
There's a suggestion that he might put on the soft tyres and try and go maximum attack.
It's a bummer to see, but you know, I think this break will be good. It'll be a nice reset for everyone, and hopefully, Lewis can lock in and chase the rest of the season and have fun with it, man. He's in third right now, so your top 3 is Lewis Hamilton. Sorry, top 3 is Lando Norris, Oscar Piastri, and Lewis Hamilton. Top 5 is Verstappen and Charles Leclerc. I'm pretty positive Lewis is going to have to pit again. We got 17 laps left.
Lando, you're clearly the fastest car and have nothing to prove, so the snaps in 4 and 8, no more.
There's another bring it home message.
I feel like Lando's engineer is kind of boring, no?
It
seems like he's also kind of like a George Russell type smug individual.
Was going to work for Antonelli as well. I think Kimi was.
They really are.
He was convinced, wasn't he?
The McLaren radios they're on way today. They haven't been here in a long time. I'm waiting for Zach Brown to freaking pop onto the radio and talk about something. You know how much we love Zach Brown, Rachel. His smug comments.
Yeah, famously, drivers listen to those instructions, don't they? Thinking of Sebastian Vettel, thinking of Max Verstappen.
This is the world champion hotline, Lando.
Kimi Antonelli this year.
Shut up,
tends to get ignored.
Right, so do blue flags, guys.
I know, it looks like it, doesn't it? More issues with traffic here, but yeah, I guess I might be
I'm sorry.
a little bit more sensitive to the tone that an engineer takes with his driver. You know, to me, I always feel the engineer I have to have the feeling that he's 100% in your corner. And of course, he works for the team.
My favorite message
team
still.
Instructions or any of those moments to come from the team principal or the
triggering
sporting director.
Yeah, bro.
Still can't understand.
He was so annoying last year.
You've got there. That was
so annoying.
Being lapped by Lando Norris.
So annoying. It killed me.
Whole main straight to get out.
I could not stand.
With blue flags flashing in all the way. Okay, so some of the systems are down. The radios are still alive. The mirrors are still working, and we're now 55 laps into a race where we know there's some issues with GPS. Surely everyone's a little bit more aware of what's going on.
That doesn't bother me.
Obviously they're not.
I think you need to be in the driver's briefing.
Christian Horner drove you nuts? I think Christian Horner's kind of funny, actually.
For P2 here, Kimi. We've got a big offset.
I genuinely can't stand Zach Brown.
Yeah, it's going to go all the way to the end, DC. This battle, Antonelli's got huge motivation.
Yeah, I think change your fucking car then. You change your car. I actually kind of enjoyed. I kind of enjoyed Horner being the villain. He was evil, 100%. We all know that. But Zach Brown just is annoying. Listen, they're the same but different. Let's put it that way. Right? Same but different.
On the Formula One calendar, Piastri is ahead now by 1.3 seconds. Didn't look very quick off the first turn.
Yeah, Horner was awesome but terrible. I completely agree.
Okay, he's stopping.
Whoa, bro! Piastri is stopping.
He's slowing.
Whoa!
Second place.
Whoa! Yellow flag. What's going on?
Goes through.
Brother, Oscar Piastri just pulled off. Oh my God, brother. Yo,
the gearbox
what?
Is gone. And
yo.
So is the chance of returning to the podium for the first time since Miami.
Wow.
Oscar Piastri.
Do we get?
This will be a virtual at the very minimum.
VCS is coming.
They try and find the car back, and there we have that announcement. So
wow. Lewis Hamilton's in second, everyone. He's 14 seconds ahead of Max Verstappen. Do we? Oh no, I lied. Sorry. He's 14 seconds behind Lando.
So he wanted to stay out, and they would have had the benefit. Of course, you never know. This
crazy.
Let's listen in.
That was wild. See, this is what we needed.
Non-upshift.
This is what we needed. We need a little chaos.
And then it goes properly. So he's got now no engine brake.
Poor Lando. I mean, Oscar. That sucks, man.
Going wide and stopping.
Here's the race leader onto the soft tires.
Do we think that
he heads back out?
Oh shit.
From his crew, who's
so Max is only 3 behind. So Lewis is coming in for a pit. So I'm sure
he's in as well.
So he was also a man that had to go a long way because of his early second stop. So it's the chance for Hamilton to put on a new set of tires.
Do we think
go to the end and be aggressive?
That Leclerc passes him? Can we stay in third? Please, can we stay in third?
And in comes Charles Leclerc.
Please. Yeah, we can stay in third. All right. I'll take this.
Hamilton. Will Antonelli get ahead of the
the
Ferrari? He will.
At the moment.
How far in front is Verstappen? Verstappen's going to be
timing though at the
plus. Let's see when he comes out.
0. So Hamilton now goes ahead, but we're going to have to see that replay because we've done it off the timing page, but we need to see that replay because it's decided by the white line across the racetrack on pit exit. It's who's ahead there will decide who has track position.
So he's plus 12.
And that is, well, VSC is over now, so then they go racing again, and this is the fight for third position. Verstappen stayed out.
Oh man, we got Kimi battling Lewis now. And didn't Kimi just pit too?
Top 2 here, fighting for a podium, and that must have been, as you say, right side by side up to
Let's go, bro.
Okay, Hamilton has the track position over.
We got ourselves a race now.
We
got 14 laps left. Let's see what happens here, guys. It's about to get real weird, real quick.
To try and fight
Lando's race to lose, absolutely.
Look for the white line, and there is the white line. Oh, and did Antonelli get there?
Nearly, yeah, it looks like. He was slowing down because obviously the virtual safety car, you've got his drive to the delta, and he had to brake and slow down, but it looked like his front axle got across that line before Hamilton. Hamilton is on his what looks like his preferred tyre on the soft.
We'll see what happens here.
Yeah, we're just talking it through. We think we were.
Oh my God.
Okay, we get the replay.
See? This is what I mean.
He was ahead at that point, so now there's a choice for Hamilton to try and disappear and build up 5 seconds and take the penalty and try and be beyond 5 seconds, or give back the place, and he's going to have to do it immediately if he does so, and he chooses to give back the place.
Yeah, what would be really interesting to get into after this Grand Prix is just the challenge for the driver to drive to the delta that's given by the race director under virtual safety car, and to understand Antonelli looked like he bolted as fast as he could and then slowed down to bring himself just on the right side of that delta.
Yeah, I don't mind him giving the place back. Yeah, I don't mind it either, but we need to pass him though now.
That line, knowing that Hamilton was coming out of the pits, but you get the beep saying slow down, slow down, slow down. And that means that
the problem is that Kimi's quick.
So that is your monitoring there, so that everyone.
So let's see. We got 13 laps of racing left.
And he managed to slow. Well,
let's see what happens here.
In time, we assume he did at the moment, and that is why
he was
on the anchors to make sure he wasn't speeding under the VSC. It's pretty difficult in the cockpit there.
Lewis,
to look across
it's hammer time. Come on.
Who was actually ahead?
Pete Bonington was coaching him through that moment, meter by meter. The value
I can't believe Lewis has 3 pits. Sorry, Lando has 3 pits and this P1. Yeah, it's crazy.
Been through every
it's
scenario.
Actually insane.
Antonelli has got 4-lap-old hard tires on the car.
It's actually it's crazy to think. Remember when freaking Lewis pitted 3 times in Barcelona and came in first? That was crazy too. Kimi and Hamilton playing catch Verstappen right now. Yeah, I agree. It is getting good. Here we go. 13 laps, 12 laps left now. It's going to get real good. We got a battle between the 2 contenders of front runners, Kimi Antonelli and Lewis Hamilton. Let's see what happens here. Do we think that we see another car break down? I need Lewis to really lock in on Kimi right now and like push.
It is indeed. This fight might not be over for second place. Antonelli
Lewis is cooking right now.
Faster, 1.2 exactly, than Verstappen last time around.
Because
if they continue that, we'll be on the back of him fairly soon.
Kimi is a hell of a driver,
Hamilton
though.
Has some
being honest.
sort of attempt to take this 3rd place back from Antonelli. Otherwise, Max staying out. I think you're right, DC. I think that is going to be a 3-car fight, and these guys will have a big tyre advantage. They are absolutely hurling it around these turns right now.
Well, we talked a lot and remarked upon Verstappen versus Hamilton early on, but Antonelli trying to win the title in just his 2nd season. That's what Lewis Hamilton did back in 2008. And we've got these drivers who have
11 laps left
on track before.
11 laps.
Is the top 2 in the World Championship.
The question is, can Lewis do this? Can we get on the podium? It's crazy this dude's finished 2nd yesterday in qualifying and then just got robbed.
At the moment, but Hamilton is all
oh my God, Lewis, what are you doing?
Different lines, but it's dirty and dusty out there, and he's lucky to keep the Ferrari pointing in the right direction.
The gap is getting bigger.
He caught it just on that wide line.
Yeah, that was a big save.
He's found the limit of where the grip lies. So let's see on that softer tyre. He should be able to bring himself back onto the
gearbox. We need that Bono hammer time.
Pressure off right now, but not on Verstappen because Antonelli took a further second out of that gap last time.
Yeah, he did.
This is Hamilton trying to go deep into turn 2.
Huh. Yeah.
Missed the apex, but that bit was okay. Then it's just still dirty and dusty as you stay out there towards the exit. And it was a big old save, wasn't it? You put so much energy now. The lateral G has just gone up a notch with a new set of soft tyres. So your cornering speed, your apex speeds are so much higher.
What tires is everyone on right now?
But still, when you get onto the dirt, you're then going to have a bigger moment when you get there. So that was a bit of a wobble there for Hamilton.
Let's see what happens
here.
Finally,
a bit of respite for Antonelli, who can.
I mean, obviously Lewis has a strategy. He's +6 behind Antonelli,
Ferrari.
right? Lando's just in his own world, which is great. Happy for him.
There on the right-hand side, Norris, understandably.
Verstappen, you know, like Valine said, he's so defensive this race. He's just chilling. Vamos, Lewis. Vamos. Come on.
And Hamilton has been noted for potentially speeding in the pit lane.
Oh, bro.
Is our latest
noted
update
for
from race control.
Speeding in the pit lane.
It's
always
the penalties.
Always okay.
The jump start in Silverstone.
Always
the penalty
something.
That Jolene, you thought was unfair.
Noted for this, noted for that. It's always something, bro.
The impeding penalty in qualifying
noted
here, and now potential speeding penalty in the pit
it's always
lane.
something.
He's managing to tick all of the boxes, isn't he? For
It's
the
always
so
something,
far
bro.
This year.
The last 3 weeks.
And hasn't he? From Monaco as well, where most of the drivers got a speeding in the pit lane.
And never speeds in the pits. Yeah, exactly. Like you're saying that no one else ever. It's just I don't know, man. The FIA is inconsistent as hell, bro. It is exhausting to watch.
Fresher tires.
Like, what do you mean he's been noted?
Remember
Monaco? How everyone was noted for speeding? And we thought, like, what?
That begins with Arvid Lindblad in 8th position, then Liam Lawson, as you would expect.
This year,
hardly any distance between them at all so far this year. And then who's this customer in 10th position?
To be honest,
Hulkenberg. There's the late weave on the inside.
I agree.
It's dirty and dusty. Here go the Racing Bulls again. Their
Absolutely.
mandatory battle for position.
The sugar-free Red Bulls are getting after it right now.
The distance of a paper clip between the two cars, and Hulkenberg is egging them on, going, go on, take each other wide, take each other off. He's trying to score his first Grand Prix
sugar-free Red
points
Bulls
of
are
the
getting
season.
down. Yeah, it sucks that they try and do this to Lewis every single race, man.
On much fresher, softer tyres.
Isaac losing a podium because we gave it to Pierre. Yeah, that too.
Got to be worried about Hulkenberg attacking.
Wow, I love watching the midfield fight. Yeah, dude, this is great. I love it.
Behind as well,
I absolutely love it.
Which
watch Lewis get a penalty and they give it to Charles. They want to like have Charles climb back in. It kind of kills me, man.
He's chasing Liam Lawson. He's chasing Arvid
Lindblad. Hulk is just in the mix, loving it right now.
38 years of age.
It's great to see Hulkenberg up here.
Prix number 262 today, and he will be desperate to do what Bortoleto has done. And there you go. He's watching his mirrors, and through goes the Red Bull.
Yeah,
Nico Hulkenberg. Here you go.
Through the traffic. We'll be able to see in the background.
It's real sweat. I'm a high-performance athlete. Athletes sweat. Sweat, baby. Sweat.
Real adrenaline surges to everyone on the pit wall. They've done it time and time again. This place doesn't have the high-speed corners of Spa, but still, there's no margin between the two of them. Hamilton is under investigation.
If Lewis gets a freaking penalty
in the pit lane.
I hope
I'll be
whatever
done.
noise you
I'll need
came through on the microphone. I don't know if it was a panic
or
a what, as the
We'll
Racing Bulls were side by side.
I hope not, dude.
Corner. That's a new one for me.
Not much margin.
I hope not.
There we go. I'm hoping on the other side of that coin that did not transmit to you watching at home, wherever you are watching this one. Great to have your company. Final race
13th.
Let's
go.
Mandated 2-week shutdown.
Under investigation.
No one's allowed to go to the factory. No one's allowed to work on the cars, and still the lap traffic is struggling to get out of the way. It brings Hamilton and Antonelli together. Hamilton's under investigation, but can he make the move on track?
Oh my God.
And for those who say get rid of the blue flags, welcome to what it would look like.
It's been busy out there for the drivers, and this is good stuff for Verstappen, who was losing time.
Max Verstappen just
and being caught by Antonelli. But this, of course, Antonelli last time around was about half a second slower.
Oh, I'm not. Listen, Oscar, I'm not doubting that at all. I'm not doubting that at all. I don't doubt that they'll give Lewis his penalty in some aspect, right? I'm here for this also too. I am too, but I don't doubt that they're gonna. Listen, they love to fuck over Lewis however they can, and I say that respectfully. The FIA is just as bad as FIFA. When we were watching the World Cup, and it's just crazy to see the lack there of accountability that they want to take for everything.
In P8 now, Lindblad in P9.
So, yeah, it's unfortunate. I've already come to the conclusion that they're gonna give Lewis his penalty after seeing that.
So that's a battle between Lawson and Hulkenberg for best of the rest.
Antonelli lost a second to Verstappen with that lap, and he's got more traffic ahead, so this might be just what Max Verstappen needs to cling on to second place here.
Couldn't agree enough. Yeah, it's just one of those things. The FIA is just like the World Cup, bro. MBS is terrible. The World Cup president is terrible. The FIFA World Cup president is terrible. They're supposed to suck.
The same piece of tarmac.
Yeah.
Verstappen, Antonelli.
I agree. Look at, dude, look at Jordan. Look at Kobe. Those guys kind of not got their way, but they got a bit more leniency. They got a little more understanding from the referees, right? Look at the Brady's of the world, right? Brady got what he wanted from the referees. Lewis, look at freaking Barry Bonds, right? Look at Shohei Ohtani. Look at Roger Federer, right? Rafa Nadal, Djokovic, the Joker.
So is Hamilton.
This is true. Brady did get the plate gate.
Yeah, Hulkenberg's been very good with the blue flags.
You're right about that.
You could see
Brady did get the plate
gate.
gate.
Past him, he was back and forward looking in his mirror. He's done exactly the same.
But he's still
this battle here
he's still
for the final place in the podium.
Still one of the greatest, right? These dudes made it work. I don't know. I just struggle. I struggle with these guys.
Race engineer in your radio telling you when to get out of the way.
Ooh, former teammate from Parma.
Top step all the time. I agree.
All of these years later,
I agree.
Get one back on him.
Imagine Max with 20 plus old tires.
Yeah, it wasn't always fully automated.
I mean,
it wasn't always.
The one thing about Max I'll say that I give respect to, Max is that guy.
No,
I've never really liked him, but I've learned to like him more. He is that guy.
Because of
we got 6 laps left.
When they were lapped down, but anyway, it's in a season that's continued to deliver. You know, we were all
so you seem to pass this dude. Come on.
And then things have just continued to develop. The racing has given us a lot of interest.
I agree.
Continues to deliver.
I don't know. Listen. I agree with you, man. I'm with you on this wholeheartedly. I am. I don't know why the FIA chooses to sit here and try their best to just ruin this man's career. And people like to sit here and argue on the internet, on social media about how 2021 was what it was. Yeah, it was what it was. You're not wrong about that. But I think at the same time we got to give credit where credit is due, and we're witnessing greatness. 5-second time penalty, brother. What are we talking about?
Whether Ferrari will encourage Leclerc, who's 5 seconds behind,
what are we talking about?
Back off and give Hamilton some extra points.
Leclerc's lapped Bortoletto
That's
as well.
insane.
To be the hardest man.
Like insane.
To clear. There's a bit of an easier one there as Liam Lawson jumps out of the way, on for another haul of points at the moment. For
why do we even he got a 5-second penalty? Why?
So
why?
Is now racing Bortoletto for the final
why?
point, and that just takes the sting out of this fight, doesn't it?
It's just
for
crazy.
Third place. I wonder if Ferrari had to pit Hamilton for that stop.
I don't know if it's incompetence from Ferrari or if it's just the fact that the FIA just hates this dude.
And also if
I don't know.
I
don't know. It makes it hard to enjoy this stuff. It feels like every
he could have maybe been the one charging up to the back of Verstappen for an attack. So there was logic there.
So now Charles,
losing out to Antonelli is
how far is Charles behind this dude?
Place, and then,
so yeah, so then they give it to the fact that they. I mean, my hot take. It is a mixture of both.
They will be wondering what would happen if
it
he
is a
stayed out.
The team. You're right.
As it is,
and it kills me because now lets Charles finish ahead of Lewis. Insane.
Into the latter stages.
And a part of me feels like they want that too, right? That's my conspiracy take, right? But it feels like they want to get Charles, the golden boy, back in the mix too, because he's the guy also. It's like, bro, come on, man.
It's quite tricky to do that right here, actually.
I don't get it.
To drive well within the white lines.
But,
sort of,
you know,
such a natural
so be it.
driving the lap here.
It is what it is. And we are where we are. Because
it's an absolute classic where you take
this next 4 weeks will be a nice little break. Like I said, I'll probably start popping on and doing streams of
and then over the curb onto that concrete
Leclerc is the golden boy. You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
I think you take pretty much every
single
I'll be popping
on the streams to do a bit more IndyCar and do some other stuff as well.
13-second lead and fresh tires. Maybe it's a luxury that,
ladies and gentlemen, the one and only is in the chat. 2 car guys decided to join us. Welcome, 2 car guys, everyone.
The white lines. He's got this race well under control.
Welcome, Sunshine. It's 7:39.
Russell.
Where have you been?
In on Hadjar. He'd love a couple more laps.
Where have you been?
3.9 seconds.
Rachel, it's your time to shine.
He's going to run out of time to get on terms for P6. Hadjar continuing his run in the points. Verstappen looking for another podium.
Well, it's nothing to catch up on. Lewis got a 5-second penalty, so it doesn't really matter anymore. I'm drained, bro. I'm exhausted, teaser. I'm exhausted. I've been up since 5:30. I'm cooked right now, so I feel you. I only had 1 coffee, and it's this one, and I haven't moved since this has come on.
Ferrari have told Hamilton he's got a 5-second penalty.
Yeah.
I would have thought not.
They have.
Oh.
3 laps left.
Sorry, I just
3 laps left.
But, yeah,
oh,
they
man.
did tell him. The reply on the radio, what's happened?
What a race, bro.
Said Lewis Hamilton by way of reply.
Oh, well, he's still absolutely pushing for an overtake, or he's just dropped back more than 1 second. But the way he was hustling for the pass on Antonelli, taking a lot of risks, I thought he was a man desperate for the podium.
Well, what could happen?
And we got 5-second penalty for speeding into the pit lane. They handed out penalties like crazy.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to explain
through the gravel.
Oh.
Yeah, just dipped the wheel there.
Yeah,
sorry.
it's rough to watch,
Alex,
man.
I was just going to say what.
It is rough to see Lewis just kind of get these. I don't know. It's tough to see. That's all I'll say. I feel bad for
the pit limiter a bit early.
Honestly, it's pretty crazy. Nobody else. I mean, yeah, Carlos Sainz got what he got for being an idiot, but like, bro.
If you were expecting to see an easy drive to the flag, we joined Lando Norris all sideways.
Yeah. Well, he's just been in his own.
It's just crazy to think that like, are we going to see this happen the rest of the season, man?
Since he had some fresh air over the car, he's been way too quick for anyone else. So it's
they want
incredibly well deserved, I have to say, from Norris.
Ticky-tack penalties. I agree.
He has been
it just sucks, man.
Such
it just
a high
sucks
level
to see.
For the last few races. He hasn't
Let
had
them
necessarily
race.
the car too often to prove it. But he was so quick in Belgium. He did a great job to get the McLaren to provisional pole and then 3rd place at the end of Q3.
I agree, Teeter.
Had the grip.
I agree.
Tried to come back. A few other races
it's
as well.
Exhausting.
Silverstone, he was doing
like how are we here? How are we here?
Now it's upgraded, and he puts the car on pole.
we did kind of.
Lost the lead at the start of the race. Would have been kicking himself for that for the first.
And now it means that Charles is going to finish in 4th. Lewis is going to finish in 5th. Even though Lewis beat Charles all weekend since FP2, he's been beating the dog shit out of Charles.
Yeah, it's been a
Ferrari, like I said earlier, they're incompetent.
You see, just his whole way of dealing with the fact off the back of a world title, the disappointment of not having.
Who's worse, FIFA or FIA?
Wow. Down and got on with the business.
I think.
What a contrast
if we're talking
to a year ago, where he was clinging on in the championship battle when he needed different strategies. He seems
why did they pit him, to be honest? I mean, I think they were looking to take advantage of the virtual safety car. He was already technically on old tires, so I guess they were optimistic that he would be able to compete against Kimi. That's what they were looking at.
Can't defend the title that he worked so hard
I think he's pushing to try and keep 4th, but he's not going to keep it to the last lap. And Charles is under 5 seconds behind him, so Charles is going to get this no matter what. The team did let him down, and at the end of the day, I think the FIA is pretty much dog shit. I said it. The FIA sucks on a whole other level.
But the updated
exactly.
McLaren
I agree with Rachel. The FIA is absolute dog shit. They are just simply blatantly terrible. Lando! we can be world champions.
For his first Grand Prix victory this
Good job,
season,
Lando.
And his first Grand Prix victory as world champion. And if you ever need an instruction,
goes to show you that every weekend,
to show you not to give up in Formula
it's
1,
anyone's race right now.
Second place for Max Verstappen.
Second place for Max. Third for Kimi. Wow.
Kimi Antonelli
so technically,
to extend his lead
Lewis.
in the World Championship.
No. So yeah.
So
Charles got fourth. Wow.
Wow. Managed to stay
bro.
within 5 seconds. He
Tragic,
finishes
bro.
in 4th place.
Tragic.
Lewis Hamilton drops down to 5th after a 5-second penalty.
Is this the championship hotline? Lando Norris, huh? Zach Brown.
In Formula 1 2026. The latest is Lando Norris.
That was brutal.
Well done.
Hopefully Norris. Oh yeah, that was pretty funny when that happened when he broke the trophy the other year.
Today. Well done, guys. Incredible.
Happy for Lando. Yeah, I think it's good for Lando. I feel good. I mean, I'm not mad at that win.
To do it all for you again.
It's crazy that
feels like it's been
Lewis qualified second yesterday.
Very well deserved. Hard work
and got dealt this deck of cards.
Thank you very much.
Zach Brown is not capable of doing backflips. He's probably just doing push-ups, so let's be honest here. Like, yeah, Lando. Yeah, let's go.
It's a wild tour.
No, that's Zach Brown. That's more of his thing.
November, the last
screaming.
Woo! Top step.
What a beautiful message to his team as well.
Wow.
Just
good job, Lando.
Centered.
Feel bad for Oscar Piastri, obviously.
Well done, Lando Norris.
Wow.
Crushed everybody today. It's a great Lando Norris circuit.
Yeah, not our
really well in Budapest.
Yeah, Lewis should be pissed.
And
for sure.
he takes another win.
Even if I could see the pitting.
And this is a statement as well from McLaren.
Lewis was
Zandvoort up next, another circuit that Norris excelled.
Keep Josh
an excellent drive,
off the top step. Yeah, really, I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. I feel very indifferent right now. Ferrari
be proud of that final stint.
Seems to be a bit incompetent when it comes to they just can't figure it out. They definitely imploded, but they just I don't know. As much as I want to sit here and say that they're favoriting Charles, I don't know if that's the case. My struggle right now is that it's like, yo, you guys realize that
it's a Max Verstappen drive, though, wasn't it?
You have two great drivers,
thick and thin,
and you have a great car.
Radio message where he was happy with the car.
What is going on?
Comfortably clear.
I know Fred Vasseur understands the system and does what he does, but what is really going on?
Not a disaster.
Like, it's got to make more sense. You know what I mean?
A tricky day for them. 19 finishes today. Aston Martin, 13th and 14th. We haven't really mentioned them all day.
We're shocked at this. It's Ferrari and strategy. No, I'm not shocked. I'm not shocked.
2 Haas cars and 2
being
Williams.
such a prestigious team, they can't.
The light at the end of the tunnel
get out of their own way.
Begins
the entire
to
picture should be fired. It's like Red Bull favoring Max. Oh, I agree. I agree with all this. I'm with you on all this right now. It is very, very much so.
He hung on to P10.
I'm not. Yes, I gotta collect my thoughts before I say this because it's very much so.
Is Lando Norris, and after all of the pain of the unreliability, McLaren dig deep, update the car, and return it to the top step. Is their 100th Grand Prix win using Mercedes
pile orange.
Their first was won by DC back in 1997, season opener in Australia.
Lando. Lewis did everything right. I agree.
Delivering immediately.
We had a nice little Max and Lewis fight. Yeah, we did.
We
did have a nice little
ahead of Hamilton.
I mean, this race wasn't boring by any means. It definitely was fun. I enjoyed it for what it was.
Finished P7.
It was a lot of fun. This race was really good.
With an extended championship advantage.
But yeah, to the point of the ending,
and Mercedes,
the virtual safety car, the pit stop, or sorry, what's his name? Oscar Piastri losing his suspension, the pit stop under the virtual safety car, Ferrari just kind of imploded, and then they kind of FIA handing out the penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Did he need to come into the pit lane? I don't know. It's a lot to take in. I think that
he will go into the second half
in the heat of the moment. I would need to look at Lewis's strategy also as far as how old his tires were.
Because let's see,
how many times did Kimi pit? Is it 3 times?
All of his title rivals. So it's another one where it pays off. Russell laboured to 7th place in the end. On the back of
Verstappen pitted twice. Kimi pitted twice.
Another weekend
Lewis pitted 3 times. So in theory, do we need to pit?
No one's putting it together right now apart from
did we need to pit Lewis at all?
And it is difficult as we head to the summer break.
I don't think we did.
Anyone
question, what's worse, driving for Caddy or
the end
Aston?
of the season? He is just in
Caddy,
such a rich vein
for sure Cadillac at this point. I don't think has Cadillac finished
he
the race.
Really is. The McLaren getting back in the battle. Verstappen refusing to give up. Ferrari looking competitive.
Yeah,
Still
they were definitely a two-stop.
Enormous point swings, race to race, but what a campaign it has been
I think I would rather drive for Aston at this rate.
Italy. But it's the World Champions Day,
because Cadillac seems like they're not able to get it done.
Was in the wheel tracks of his teammate for a long time.
Cadillac never expected to compete this year.
I
agree with both those comments. Cadillac's just here for a good time. They're here for the vibes.
By 15 seconds in front of
they're here for the vibes.
Crowd.
It's America's team. Red, white, and blue.
Antonelli spoke last year in the campaign about dealing with the relentless run of races. He has earned that glug of water.
Well,
physical race today. Easy to
data
forget
collection
that as well.
100%.
Loads and loads of corners.
Vibes
not a lot of chance to get your breath.
Cadillac is just like
it's like it's
Canucks
taking it out
F1.
of them.
I don't understand that reference to the Canucks, but I can see.
Taking him just to give me that.
Why are you pissed?
Yeah, catch the breath.
Because of Lewis? You called it though, Oscar. You said this. You said it was gonna happen. I'm not pissed. Am I disappointed? Absolutely. I'm not pissed though. Is it expected? 100%. But I'm not pissed. You called this. They want. It, I wouldn't be surprised if Lewis walks off again. Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised either. I mean, at the end of the day, dude. At the end of the day, they want. I mean, I don't know. It's tough. We'll see what happens. That's all I can say. I think what gets me more annoyed about anything really, put aside Lewis in the penalty, it's the Charles Leclerc situation, right? Charles Leclerc just got a fat contract. You know, Charles Leclerc will be at least sigh, but whenever still we rise. Charles Leclerc just got that new contract, right? So it means next year Charles Leclerc will be the third highest paid driver on the grid.
Trying to hear the words
right?
from the winners.
And it feels like to me,
time.
this is just my opinion, so take it with a grain of salt. It just feels like to me that Ferrari's trying to inch him along, like, come on, bro, you can do this. Like, we just gave you all this money. We got Lewis Hamilton here. We're paying him a shit ton of money too. He's with us until next season, right? Like, come on, we need you to keep up too. And like, at the end of the day, Brandon said it best. He's Ferrari's golden boy. Two car guys have said it. He's the golden boy. He's the Prince of Monaco. All these different things. Like, it's like this weird dynamic that they have for like catering for Charles all the time.
To a great race in a great place, which we see time again.
Listen, he won Silverstone the way he won Silverstone, all good, right? He last weekend beat Lewis, but he's not even in the championship fight, if we're being honest. They invested too much in Leclerc for it not to work out.
Well, it's high fives and applause all around here for Lando Norris. Lando,
8 years. I agree.
Career victory
back
here in Hungary.
But like Peter said, they invested way too much in him. They've given. I mean, he's like a Lando Norris for them. At the end of the day, he's been there. His whole career's been there. So can't be mad at it, I guess, right? It just bums me out that you have.
What happened?
I don't know. Let's see what Lando talks about.
Losing the rear, I had like 3 or 4 big snaps.
Lando.
Felt horrible.
We can be
world champions. Of course, Oscar did a good job to get the cut back and get back past. So I think I was just a bit wide in the dirt and.
Good job, Lando.
Game over for the first lap. But man, I was pushing like hell to try and force him into a mistake or something. My pace today was probably some of the best pace I've ever had. The car was beautiful to drive, and I felt very confident. So
he didn't need to pit.
A great race, and to get it back in terms of going long,
Ferrari.
which is certainly not what I was expecting. But the pace was so good, I could always extend the stints, and fresh tires then always won me the race. So. Just happy to be back and see the number 1 again.
Yeah, number 1 in victory lane for first time with you on this car as world champion back in the winner's circle. The team did a lot of effort, a lot of work to get the upgraded car here. It's obviously worked well this weekend. Are you confident in what you're feeling behind the wheel that this kind of performance is going to carry forward?
They showed him the bag.
I want to believe so.
You don't produce, I agree.
Considering how good it felt today, I certainly want to believe that
we will never win anything.
We can continue.
Maybe they will. I'm not gonna say they won't ever win anything, but maybe they will.
Struggle more, moments that might
I think there's a possibility for them still to win.
We know this track is a good one for us.
I'm a person that really works off of optimism, right? I think that's my perspective on it. There's opportunity for them to win. They just need
like you said, the team
to have a better understanding as to how this is going to work. If they want to win, you have to have a better idea of how shit works. There has to be a system put in play. I fear, like Barcelona, right? Lewis's win. Lewis's only win this season. They pitted him 3 times.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I didn't expect to be on the podium
I'm a
today,
person that operates off of pure delusion.
Yeah,
it's delusional until it's only delusional until it doesn't work, right? It's only delusional until it works.
Then after the first stop to get back out of Lewis, under braking into turn 1, and then
you have to win against your team also.
Yeah,
I agree.
You do. Strategy as well. So,
Harper, what up?
Yeah, very happy considering to be second here.
Yeah, of course there is. Of course there's a reason they all want to win there.
Especially Lewis Hamilton, a great dive bomb into turn 1 there. Just walk us through some of those battles that you had on track.
I don't know. I am delusional, but I still believe there's an opportunity for them to win. I do. They just need to be a bit more competent of what's going on and work smarter, not harder.
We talked about how hot it is this weekend. What was it like inside the
car?
It'll
be a good break for these guys.
Yeah,
they can reset, have a fresh perspective, hopefully get back into it.
It was really hard
next 4 weeks. This is the last race. We got summer break.
And initially we tried to go for the one stop.
Max getting
I lost
that
the
Red Bull to second was impressive. It's very impressive. Ferrari's cooked, let's face it.
So
I think when you say they're cooked, what do you mean? Like they're just done for? Like they're just a third, fourth team? That's what they're going to stay? What do you mean by that? Elaborate. Max getting second is always going to be impressive. How do they win if they can't learn from their mistakes? Well, I mean,
Kimmy, we're halfway through the season now. We head into the summer break. You've extended your lead in the championship.
Learning from the mistakes in what regard? You're talking about the last, let's just say the last,
could you ever have
the last 6 seasons, you're saying?
Halfway through the year?
Are you talking more about the fact that like just what's going on in this last year and this year?
I think today was big damage limitation.
They are okay with just being mediocre. I completely agree, and I think that's why Lewis Hamilton is a good thing because it's forcing their hand to be more than mediocre because he's not mediocre, right? We all know this. There's a reason he went there. Everyone wants to be a Ferrari driver. Everyone wants to win a Ferrari. It's just that simple. The question is, can you and will you? And are you able to understand that just because it's Ferrari and the prestige of Ferrari, can you do better and put aside your feelings of that we're just Ferrari? You have the best drivers, 2 of the best drivers, I think, on the grid, driving. For sure 1. So the question is, that win in Barcelona was huge. We all lost our minds. We're back. It's this and that. It's all good. The question is, can they do it? Will they continue to keep letting that happen?
They've done an amazing job to even get back to winning races at this point. So I'm proud.
I agree. They've never been that type of team until recent. I agree. I agree with that. And that's because of, I think that's because of Lewis Hamilton. I believe he's forcing that hand. They've been doing the same thing for so long.
Well, you've earned it, man. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
No, of course not. I completely agree with that. I mean, when Vettel was there, it was a big deal, right? But like, it doesn't mean that you're going to win. But I think that Vettel was an incredible driver when he was at Ferrari, and I think that when he was there, he tried his best. He just didn't have the system to work. I think Lewis is actually forcing them. All I see is Lewis developing a car for Charles. People have to convince me otherwise. Oh, I completely agree. That's why Charles is starting to win. He said it at Silverstone. I'm going to look at the data and try something different. And he basically took Lewis's data and took his approach and did what he did. That's fine. I'm not mad at that. But Charles has been on the team for, I think, 9 years or 8 years, and he has never been able to develop a car, even when he was behind Vettel, right? So and even when he was behind Sainz outperformed him when he was there. And so my only point is that Lewis is outperforming him. But now that Lewis is there, now Charles is like the guy who all of a sudden the last 3 races has now come back into this fight and was winning. It's because my opinion is because he's taking the information from Lewis and running with it, and that's where the development's coming from.
Just his 12th win in 162 starts. They've been hard-earned
from the
doldrum years with McLaren.
Track position. He wouldn't have I completely agree. I completely agree. It happened again today, and I think that's Oscar. You're right on. You're on point. You're on point.
And this went away for a few years.
He shouldn't. I don't think it was necessary from the pit. Kimi pitted twice. Max pitted twice. Lewis didn't need to come in. He could have. I think he could have fought. He could have stayed. He could have stayed in third and gotten on the podium. And that's just Ferrari incompetence at the end of the day, right? They blew that. Carlos needs to do better. Fred needs to do better. They all need to hold themselves more accountable. That strategy was a terrible idea. I think they got too optimistic. They're like, oh, we have a VSC.
thought of
Let's get a free pit stop.
Orders, I can tell you the updates were coming all the way on that last lap. To the cool-down room we
imagined it. Yeah, seriously. That's crazy. I gotta sit down. Just got heated. Got a little mad. You know?
Oh, at least we have some AC here now.
It's nice, yeah. I honestly thought if
it's time to convert to a Stroll fan.
I would have been stuck behind you.
Yeah, because pace was not bad for me.
Just the last
Don't
two
be
corners,
pissed.
you're very strong. We were terrible in the last 2 corners.
Don't be pissed. Yeah, I got lightheaded, dude. I was like, what the? I got pretty pissed.
What happened? I think
so annoying.
He hit the top of the pack.
So annoying.
And lost the
how that worked out. So I mean, yeah, just annoying.
He was still in P2, right?
Yeah. Drink some more water. God damn it.
Oh my god.
Did you meet?
But that was like 2024.
It's like throw.
Okay. I was like, it's my only chance.
Oh man. Can't believe that just happened though, the way it did.
No way. What? Okay.
Because there was no blue flags. The blue flags.
They were giving me blue flags.
You needed a blue. You should have let me pass earlier.
No, but here then I said, okay, I'll let you by.
Thank you.
No, but I was getting the blue flags. I went in the radio and was like,
crazy.
What am I getting blue flags for? Like
Kimmy, man, this dude Kimmy is
like,
just
hello?
impressive. No matter how you want to look at it.
Even I had a blue flag at one point.
Kimmy Antonelli is doing the Lord's work.
Yeah.
Did he pass you?
Yeah, but then he let me by again.
Ah, brutal. Absolutely brutal.
You think the soft was better than the medium?
Linus does start today.
I mean,
it's going to be a good season.
I mean, I did a lot of laps on it.
Kimmy is great.
Also lower fuel load, so
but I just need Lewis to also be great
so
too.
Maybe it was
That's
not
all.
bad for last team.
I need Ferrari to let Lewis be great, is what I mean.
The cool-down room with Lando Norris, Max Verstappen, Kimi Antonelli.
Yeah, it's on Ferrari. It was on Ferrari last week too.
So he's moved into turn number 1.
I know, dude. I'm Lioness also. I'm on the second. I think it's the third to last episode or second to last episode. It's gonna be sick.
That was his only chance. I think he's bang on with that one.
Kim is great.
18 World Championship points.
I hope Kim K takes care of her boy Lewis on this break. I really do. I hope she actually just like makes sure he's good. Does all the things, you know, like Jesus Christ, man.
Dominant, won every single week.
It's crazy, man.
Best podium finish around.
Absolutely crazy.
His father.
Well, are we happy with this series? Are we happy? Did we like that outcome? Do you think it was good?
About to be
How do we feel about this?
By Max Verstappen, but first of all, Kimi Antonelli.
Yo, have a good one, Brandon. Leader. Hope you have a great rest of the weekend, and thanks for popping in. Thanks for the support as always. Talk to you soon.
Hamilton and
not at all. Yeah, I'm not very happy either. I'm really curious to see what Lewis's interview is going to say. Terrible outcome. I agree.
For the second time in a week.
There was so much opportunity for us to get on the podium there, and just kind of dropped the ball there. A bit of a bummer.
Celebrating sweet success and drinking in Grand Prix.
This is true. Charles is not on the podium, but the problem about Charles is that Charles did make it ahead of Lewis, which is so exhausting. Neither did George. This is true. Where did George finish? He finished in 7th. Yeah. Lewis was definitely deserving a podium. I need Bailey's in my coffee after this. Yeah. GR, baby. Woody. Yeah, Bailey's. The Bailey's in the coffee sounds nice right about now. Another coffee that sounds nice in general right about now. I'm not gonna lie. Mercedes Woody kills everyone. It's brutal. I also feel bad for Oscar Piastri. I do feel bad for him. This trophy is pretty nice. I heard this trophy is like 30 euros or something like that. I love how they're pointing at each other. He's like, do not break my trophy.
The old winner's trophy. Handle with care. Lando Norris. He's taken
George has been MIA. What happened to his title fight? I think we all know what happened to his title fight. He got, I mean, he had a terrible weekend. Had some data problems. The trophy's beautiful. I hear it. I know it's hand painted. It's a beautiful trophy. I remember when Lando broke it the other year.
The #1 mechanic.
But yeah, it's a beautiful trophy though. No doubt about that.
Gets the honor of representing the team. Big moment for McLaren.
Beautiful urine.
Claiming their first
I
Grand
agree.
Prix win
It's beautiful.
of the season. And that's their 14th at this venue. Way more than anyone else.
Max Verstappen.
And Max Verstappen isn't sure how he got there.
That's right. Isaac did break one also, and he also got screwed too this year.
Second place
with the freaking the Monaco situation. So brutal.
And is this man about
this season's been a bit of a fiasco now. Have we had the same race winner? We've had a different race winner every single week, right? Every single race week, different race winner.
Well. Doesn't seem burdened by it. Norris, for the first time today, goes into defensive mode, but it's to protect the winner's trophy. The champagne shower. After
champagne showers. Well,
race of great overtakes, dramatic.
Lando, we can be world champions. Get a different podium every week. It's crazy. It's cool to see though.
As well for one of the contenders.
Kimmy won a few in a row. Which ones did he win in a row?
Had to wait for that top step feeling since November.
F1
ends the first part of the campaign with the traditional champagne celebration, dousing his #1 mechanic. And in a year of real pain of unreliability and so many problems, track time
it
lost,
says that
puts it all together.
Russell won Austria. Sorry, Australia. Antonelli. Oh yeah, Kimi won China and Japan, and also Miami, and Canada,
it's a celebration day,
and Monaco.
For those in papaya.
Hamilton won Barcelona. Russell won Austria. Leclerc won, obviously, Silverstone. Belgium was Kimi again.
One for the album.
Crazy. I guess what I meant is that like it's been different people every single week.
Grand Prix wins now in his collection.
Yeah, crazy.
Lando Norris knows the sting of champagne in the eyes. The #1 mechanics just finding that out. What a lovely luxury problem to have when you've scored your team's first Grand Prix win.
Oh, why my lights keep trying to
pair celebrating on the top step once more.
Good job, Lando.
Ferrari and Mercedes, who have been first to the flag. Norris.
Lando. Well,
he's had to wait for.
That's all she wrote. We got 4 weeks off now. 4 weeks of nothing.
At the end of our time.
Our next race.
What a great race! What a
is August 21st.
So far.
That's crazy.
Let's take you through the result.
That's our next race, August 21st. That's pretty wild.
Lando Norris with a victory that once he got clear air never seemed in doubt. Max Verstappen
going back to sleep.
Place that even he
Bro,
can't believe.
what do you mean you're going back to sleep?
Kimi Antonelli.
This is why I watch IndyCar.
Charles Leclerc finished 4th after a 5-second
penalty
for Lewis Hamilton.
When's the next IndyCar race?
In the points once again. Russell
Anybody know?
Undone by that anti-stall at the start. It was Lawson.
I need to lock in on the IndyCar stuff now.
This year, and Arvid Lindblad, who completes the top 10. And it means that we'll see Racing Bulls up to 5th in a few moments' time. The rest of the classification: Bortoleto, Gasly, Stroll, and Alonso. A glimmer of hope for the updated
Indy's
Aston
next
Martins.
weekend.
Then it was Colapinto, Ocon, Albon, and Sainz. Behrman was the last classified.
Where are they at?
Finisher.
IndyCar.
A retirement for Oscar Piastri from the podium places, and Sergio Perez and Valtteri Bottas had a day to
August
forget
16th? No.
Let's have a look at the Drivers'
August
Championship
9th.
after round 11. Kimi Antonelli on
4 p.m.
219
Eastern.
points. He extends his margin over both Lewis
So we
Hamilton
should lock in on the Indy, huh?
Russell. Charles
So we should be doing?
in 4th, then it's Norris, our winner today, Verstappen.
Yeah, why are some
Agile,
circuits
Lawson,
oval and some
and
circuits a
Gasly
street circuit? I
completing
don't get
the
it.
top 10. Lawson up to 9th.
Like, what? Teeter, explain that to me.
Arvid Lindblad,
How does that work?
Who is in 11th, ahead of Colapinto, Behrman, Bortoleto,
Make that make
Sainz,
sense for me.
Albon, and Ocon. Hulkenberg on the board, and he's in 18th. Then it's Alonso and Stroll. Bottas ahead of Sergio Perez to complete the table.
It's on Fox, right?
To the constructors
DC race would be sick. Is that the 250 one?
Where we find Mercedes on 379 points, Ferrari in second, McLaren in third, and Red Bull in fourth. Up to fifth go Racing Bulls. Down to sixth go Alpine.
Yeah, I think road courses are more interesting
Audi,
to me.
Williams, and Aston Martin, Cadillac yet to trouble the scorers.
The Freedom 250 is what I was thinking
Well,
of.
I want to thank the talented people at the gallery and on site for the sheer effort they put in the first part of the campaign. Holding this microphone is a wonderful honor. Thanks for your company. We've seen a different winner today and another incredible Hungarian Grand Prix. We'll see you when Formula One returns.
Yeah, it looks like, I mean, it looks like I've heard different things. It looks like it's going to be kind of a bunch of ass, but who knows? Two car guys said it's supposed to be sick, but I've heard other people say otherwise.
There's experiencing the meal with Platinum. Get access to Platinum Nights by Resi. Dining benefits.
How many races are in a season?
Resi restaurants.
They finish in September.
And up to $400 back annually on eligible Resi purchases.
They started in March. So they don't have a long season. Oh, they do have a long season.
Chef special. For a life like no other, you need a car like no other.
Races in San Diego was cool.
There's nothing like Platinum.
Uncle Don is going to be there.
Part
Uncle Donnie.
Just a part. It has to be designed.
Uncle Donnie.
Fabricated. Tested. Again.
Yeah, Uncle
again,
Donnie is
and again.
Big back Donnie. Well, you know. Indy wanted to come to DC, so I had to do what I had to do. Oh, man. Oh, man. Hold on a sec.
This broadcast of Formula One on Apple TV is presented by American
I
Express.
have all these different things.
Reading the reviews.
I wonder if, do you think I can show the post ratio on here?
Get access to Platinum Nights by Resi.
Let's see here.
Benefits at over 10,000.
Let's close that. Oh, for sure. Oh, that dude. Yeah, that dude. I'm sure Lewis won't say anything. I'm sure he won't have much to say. I'm almost certain he's gonna be pretty short of words for those guys. Not a lot of commentary. Penalty after penalty. Yeah, absolute garbage. Hot garbage.
Norris raises his arms in the air in victory once
won't
again.
let me show that.
And for the first.
Let's see, it won't let me show that actually. Yeah, he doesn't have much to say. I don't blame him. F1. Let's see here. I want the standings is what I want to see. Have they updated that yet? That's what I'm looking for. Do you think this is from today already? Have they updated it? They don't want the guy to win. You're not wrong. I'd love to see Lewis not do interviews and just take a fine. Why is Hinchcliffe in F1? Always been an Indy guy. I don't know why he's in F1. It is fascinating to see though. So they haven't updated it yet. Maybe they did. I don't know. All right, well, that's all she wrote, guys. I think that was a good stream. I had fun. I had enjoyed you guys popping in. Enjoyed the penalties that we got, obviously, from Lewis Hamilton. Sucks, but, you know, what can we say? We got a 4-week break. Next race is going to be round 12, Netherlands. That is August 21st. No, because they haven't decided who is where yet. Or the old, I'm only here so I don't get fined. That would be pretty good. That would be good. Marshawn Lynch eating his Skittles. That'd be pretty good. I'm still getting over this What's still under review? Checo's start penalty? I don't know. Yeah, I love Marshawn Lynch. He was hilarious. I'm just here so I don't get fined. Should we play that? Yeah. So yeah, next race is gonna be August 21st. That's crazy. We got a bit of time. That's exactly. Today is the 26th, so we have exactly 4 weeks. 4 weeks. Crazy. That's brutal. How do you guys feel about Malaysia coming back into the system? F1 calendar update. Excited for it. Malaysia's sick. I don't think I actually even know that track, to be honest with you. I don't know anything about that track. Which is interesting because I feel like I should. But I know nothing about that circuit. They're saying they're calling it something else. Ferrari may have screwed Lewis by having him pit. I completely agree. They didn't maybe have they did screw him. Absolutely screwed him. It wasn't even it's just a fact, which is crazy because it shouldn't have happened. Yeah, it's just a fact of the matter. That's all. Let's see here. Ferrari, of course. Let's see here. I know nothing about this circuit. So it says he would have held off Verstappen, Ferrari being Ferrari. Wait for the memes. Yeah, I agree. Demonstrating sports ability to adapt. I need to look this circuit up. I know nothing about this circuit. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm super curious about this. It's being held in October. I know nothing about this circuit. When was the last time we raced here? At
Oh, look at that! Both the Ferraris off. And Webber is out. So is Fisichella.
That's too long to race. The benefit Merc and Red Bull. Interesting. When was the last time we raced at Malaysia circuit?
Yes. Ferrari's back.
Sebastian.
Wins his first Grand Prix.
Told you I'd win one.
2014. Damn, it's been a minute. That's crazy. I didn't know that. Good to know. Yo, this pass by Max Verstappen was insane, by the way. Actually insane. This overtake? Like, brother, what? Dude came from so deep.
What a move from the four-time champ. How did he stop that car?
2017.
Verstappen from nowhere.
Sorry, guys. I was locked in on all this. 2017. I think October 2017 was the last race. Okay. So it's been a minute. 9 years. That's crazy. That is crazy. Wow. Yo, Nico Hulkenberg was in the points. Look at that. Yeah, I think we all missed the old cars. The old cars were definitely a vibe. You know, they were definitely a time. That's for sure. That was a different time back then. So yeah, anyway, I appreciate you guys locking in with me. I've been up way too long. I may go take a nap, a quick little power nap. It's been great. We got a break. Expect to see me do a little IndyCar. I'll still be popping on stream. I'll be doing some stuff. breaking some news. It's going to be sick. Yeah. I hope you guys have a great rest of the weekend, wherever you are in the world. And yeah, thanks for supporting the stream as always. And yeah, I'll see you guys. I'll probably do a midweek stream actually this week. Hopefully there'll be some breaking news. If you're into IndyCar, look up Miles Rowe. Okay, I'll look that up. Yo, Teeter, appreciate you as always. Have a good rest of the day, bro. Yeah, everyone have a blast. I'll talk to you guys in a few days. I'll pop on stream in a little bit, and when yeah, we'll make some things happen. IndyCar next week, so let's have some fun. Take care, and yeah, we'll talk soon, everyone. Have a blessed Sunday. Ciao.